Well, I've sent you guys some pictures. Dude, you guys have pictures
Will
on
we be doing any form of construction during?
I don't believe so. Now, if you want to,
I have a
they
tool belt.
probably
I need to know
tonight.
if I need to bring my tool belt. That's all I need to know, Jake.
They probably wouldn't
Why do you have
shut you down if you wanted to do
There's
some
no tools in it. It's
construction.
just a belt. I wear it around.
Okay, so we won't be doing construction.
No. There's some final tune-ups being done yesterday and today, but should be a good-looking space tomorrow when we move into that spot.
Very nerve-wracking.
1040 O Street.
We're expecting large crowds. They're bringing bleachers in.
Bleachers coming in. Yep.
Are you nervous, Bill?
It's going to be a little bit awkward having people that can actually walk by and look at you. It might affect my band workout.
No, it won't affect that.
It's absolutely going to affect
Have easily not be.
Out.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there a dark area?
No, you understand. You'd be like this.
I can do it in the alley. Is there an alley?
There is an alley.
I'll just go in the alley.
There.
I'll just go in the alley.
That's an option.
You know what wouldn't be a bad deal?
Just go over by Barrymore.
It's a great alley.
That's a couple blocks away.
That's a great alley.
Great alley. Do that.
You know, we should come up with some sort of a breaker fitness plan. We all meet up in the alley during the breaks, and we do some band work.
We could do that. Yeah, just fitness class
and some high knee running. Yes,
it's like time that we have 25 minutes.
You're gonna carry workout over to the new facility.
I
do too.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
That actually settles me a little bit.
If you
I'm
don't,
really nervous
if you don't go to the alley, there is a wonderful spot you can do your band work in privacy. That's right by the studio.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you'll be in a good spot. Bill. The band work
that makes me feel.
You too. I promise you'll be okay with that.
Yeah, there are other things. I wonder, like, do we still get treats over there?
I think we'll get treats, and we have a treat right now, actually. Off the bat.
A bag of treats.
So I walk in, and Josh says, "There's a gift for you guys." And I said, "What is it?" He said,
"It's pickles."
Who'd it come from? He said, "I don't know who it's from, but here's a box." It's
definitely from Missing Tooth.
Here's a box of, a bag of donuts.
Is it a bear claw?
Thank you.
Is there a fritter?
Yeah, look at the bag and see what's in there, please.
Well, here, this looks good. Yeah,
that's incredible. Where did Greg go to get that?
Are you positive?
He must have left.
Greg
texted you.
He had to have left the city limits to get that.
He's a Hy-Vee shopper.
Yeah.
No, he's a Hy-Vee shopper.
So Hy-Vee's a great store.
That wasn't it though. There was another bag here that's a nice gift for us. Look at this book. 100 years through these gates, Memorial Stadium. That's a nice. Look at that. It's a tough book. There.
That's incredible.
It's nice.
It's a tough book.
It's a tough book. Look at that.
Yeah, I was reading the book. I've never thought the best part about the book was
you can tell it's a good book with its binding.
Okay.
It's nice.
All right.
It's not
Hey,
that soft.
now wait
cover.
a second. What's it
Hard
called?
cover. It says Memorial Stadium, 100 years through these gates.
Okay, that is informative.
So this will definitely go to the new studio for sure.
And it's written by.
There.
Is there an author?
Is there an author on here? Skybox Press.
Okay.
That's what I'm seeing here. It's mostly pictures. There's some writing in here.
All right, well,
so
I think Babcock wrote it.
Mike Babcock. That's possible.
I bet he has some articles in there.
So thank you there to Miss Greg. There's a letter here. I didn't even open the letter yet. Not sure if this
maybe it's cash.
Oh, it's got something in it. Whoa. These are tickets.
Oh yeah. Those are for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, my
sorry, breakers.
That's for
Those
SIP.
are for Alex.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's just for you. So thanks for the tickets, Missing Tooth Greg, for SIP for the football game.
We have our book back too.
And yeah, show the camera, please. A Son of the Platte has returned. It made a trip, almost made a trip to Colorado with you.
No, it
almost did. You took it with you that Friday before you left for Colorado.
It's been in my truck. It's been in the.
I'm gonna make it. If this had gone to Colorado, it wasn't coming back. It would have been left.
So we still have
accidentally, but it's here.
Son of the Platte. Got some great stuff.
Is here.
This was a gift, Bill.
Yes,
but I am a Son of the Platte.
You need to have it because that's for you. Yes, that describes you, a Son of the Platte.
All right, thank you, Greg, because I'm eating this fritter right now.
Anything else?
Son of the Loop. You also could have been Son of the Loop River.
That's right.
Well, you're really astute. I'm not kidding, because really, I'm more of a Son of the Loop.
The Loop runs right by the park.
Right.
We have a great take from Brett in Minnesota for the new studio for you,
Brett.
Bill, specifically. He says we need Bill to do live weather checks outside of O Street at the new spot.
That would be. I would love to do that.
That's an idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Let's go out to Bill on the street. Bill, what do you got there? Hey guys,
Go to the weather, through the weather. We do the
Bill-
weather every day, like at 6:30. I just stand out there and
Go
report.
out there.
Just go out
Bill's
there.
weather report.
Feels nice. Feels good.
There's no
That's
temperature.
it.
It feels good
Call
today.
in the show.
Just feels calling. Feels good.
Go over to the watering hole.
I'll do no. There'll be no future forecast. It's just what is it now? It's just what is it right now? What about 10 minutes from now? I don't know that.
I think that's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
You can go over to various spots, like famous spots, watering hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I like that idea.
You can go over to Piggleman.
Where are you at right now, Bill? Oh, I'm glad you asked about
Glad you-
Pickleman's at this point. Yeah, just take a little couple block walk to Pickleman's down the street.
Yayas. Where Yayas?
Yayas.
I'm on the patio.
I just like that you're. It's either nice or bad
That's
outside.
it.
There's no temperature.
No temperature. It's really nice.
It's kind of windy.
You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
It's a nice
Right up
morning.
your alley.
Yeah, you can grade the weather. You go 0 to 10.
Yeah,
You know,
it's-
10's good,
yeah.
0's bad. It's a 1 today, Jake. Pretty chilly, pretty windy. A lot of snow.
People need to understand though that if we have rain, then I'm not going to vote it down. Rain's going to be our friend because with the drought being over.
It's a nice rain.
Yeah, it's a
That's
nice rain, so that's not going to be a negative. Wind will always be a negative, so everyone knows.
Really?
There's never a time when it's like there's going to be a really high wind. I'm like, this is cool.
No.
There's never a time when the high wind is cool. I never see a farmer say, God, we just need some high winds. We need some rain.
I hope it's windy.
Yeah, I hope it's super windy today and knocks all my crops over. No, I don't think that happens.
From the text line with more idle chit chat here. This is disturbing, but also necessary to read this.
Oh, disturbing bothers
It's
me.
weird. No, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Someone says, "Good morning, fellas. I had a dream last night that
Oh.
Bill Busch came to meet my dogs, and while we were feeding them Cheerios, Sip was eating all the turnovers in the house. I no longer want Sip in my dreams anymore."
That is kind of weird. Yeah,
That's
a little
okay.
weird.
I mean,
I'd
I
like to
totally-
meet his dogs though.
Yes,
and I can stay away.
So
Bill was meeting the dogs and giving him Cheerios.
yesterday I was out for a little walk with walk number 2 with Sugar, because walk number 1 is miserable.
Why?
She's just out of. She's got so much energy.
You did tell me that. You called it. Oh, this is a little bit of work.
This
a little bit
is
of work.
miserable at that, but she's wore out when she gets done because we walk for several miles and then she just
You walk for several miles.
several miles and then every fourth step she just jumps up in the air. Imagine that exhausts you. Can you imagine right now walking from here down to the station, but every 6 blocks you had to jump as high as you could? It'd wear you out by the time you got there.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, we go by and met this lady named Donna there's a garage sale. So I stopped in with Sugar, checked some stuff out, and she had milk bones for Sugar. And then I bought 2.
You did.
I bought 2 coolers.
How
Yeah.
much?
What's that? 1 for $5, 1 for $4.
Oh, that's a deal.
And 1 for $5 and 1 for $4.
That's
Not
a
bad.
deal.
Yeah. So
not bad.
I got very excited. So
Yes.
so I had to take Sugar back to the house and get the car and go back and get them. Yes.
How about
Again,
that?
just going by.
That's just
I sent you guys
That's just smart.
a picture. Was it Sunday? Of free stuff?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the
I
free
gotta
stuff.
start looking at your text.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw the free stuff picture. It was great.
All right, I'm done eating.
Owen says, by the way, with the new station,
Yeah.
he says that Bill also should do traffic jam updates.
That would be good.
11th and 0 will be a lot of traffic at
Right now,
6 to
between
8 a.m.
10th and 11th, little buttoned up, little
It'll
rough.
show red on your map. If you
Yes.
look at the GPS, it'll be red.
It should be red tomorrow. 'Cause there should be a parade going by. It should be a parade going
Could you
by.
imagine a parade going by during our show? We would
If someone could get a float together today,
we'd be lost.
I can imagine it.
There's no chance. Yeah, because
So-
Starsky. by there.
Well, and once again, announce what's going on so people show
So
up.
if you're just tuning in and very confused what's happening, this is our final day at this studio at 330 North 48th Street. We are moving tomorrow and going forward to 1040 O Street, which is the northwest corner of 11th and O, the former LES building. We'll be in the main floor. You can see us. We'll be broadcasting like out to O Street, so you can see us on the main floor. This studio has 4 microphones. That one has 6. The new one has 6, so we should have no problem
That's incredible.
having enough microphones for people in the studio.
Can you pay your LES bill?
While you're there,
You know what? I'll ask if that's possible.
that would be great.
Maybe they have
I'm
an
gonna
old
pay your
plot
LES bill,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yes.
So
We-
that's tomorrow.
If there's anybody doing any telemarketing down there, I'd like to talk to those guys too.
Yes, we would. Sure.
All right,
Anything else for idle chit chat?
day. This is an exciting day. Thank you to. Well, I just want to continue to thank Missing Tooth Greg for his friendliness.
He's been a
Since you said you were stop eating, you've had 3 more bites. Just so you know.
I'm going to put that back in the bag. This is really, what untoward. Jake, I'm surprised Jake hasn't said anything. I was just kind of waiting for you. To
I'm
say
just used to this at this point. There's nothing uncommon
rude.
about this behavior.
it's rude, though. Would you say it's rude?
To eat on air,
Yeah.
on TV.
Now,
Yeah,
he did
'cause
ask-
We're on TV.
he
We're on
did-
Allo.
We are at Allo.
We're on
channel,
Twitch.
channel 951.
Twitch.
Is it
YouTube,
rude?
Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Allo 951.
Yeah.
People are used to this at this point. Is it rude? Yeah, but it's what you do. So you're not going to stop.
It's a
You never
breakfast
have
show.
stopped.
It's a breakfast
It's a
show.
breakfast show.
We break the fast during the show, as Bill said before.
Yes.
That's what breakfast is. Break the fast. All right. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call them for a winter application and also to get ready for 2024. That is Newton's Lawn Care, our sponsor of Idle Chit Chat. Someone else says before we get to move on, Brett in Minnesota's back. He says, not only should you do weather checks on O Street, you should also stop random people and ask them random questions. Hey, Bill Busch, we got a question.
Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bill,
I'll be like,
that's what someone said. Someone said on YouTube. They said Bill become the Les Nessman on the turkey
would
drop
be the-
on O Street.
honors. He always won. He's always trying to win the Silver Sow Award. The Silver Sow.
Silver Sow. Well, there we go. 464-5685. Call or text. As always, we did hear from Marcus Satterfield, Nebraska's offensive coordinator, yesterday. It was a late session, so they have evening practice on Wednesdays. They talk before practice.
So what time were you there then?
Yes,
Let's talk before practice. Okay.
Before practice, they did
It's like
about 3:30 or 3.
Yeah, 3:30.
3:30. So a little bit of an update from Marcus Satterfield. Now, Jeff Sims, of course, who was injured against Colorado, per Marcus Satterfield, was going to practice last night. Again, unknown exactly if he's going to start in the game on Saturday against Northern Illinois, but he was going to practice last night per Marcus Satterfield before practice.
And he said he'll go as full speed as he possibly can. I'm dubious that he'll play on Saturday.
Regarding Sims, the status for Saturday, he says that's more of a coach rule question than my question, but it's the kid's health first before we put him out there, per Marcus Satterfield.
Yeah, I think I just based on what I'm hearing, I'll be surprised if Sims plays.
There's something underground.
Yeah,
There's
under
something.
it's.
Side
Well, I was
conversation.
mowing and I heard a voice in my head last night. I was doing some evening lawn care, as Greg put it.
Missy tooth.
Greg he called last night and I said, "Hey, I just got a wave of energy. I was mowing my lawn and it was dark." He goes, he says, "Well, as soon as you're done with your evening lawn care." I was mowing in the dark and I think I got it. I mean, I think I
lights in the mower, just like blind at this
don't
point.
have lights on my mower. No. But I looked at it this morning. I have a light in front of the house. And I think I got everything.
I want to go check it out.
I kinda wanna see
I want my own thoughts on
And what I also
on the
hope too
mowing
is that
job.
if there is a couple spots that you didn't hit, a couple strips, that you leave it.
No, I'm not leaving it.
Just leave it. Just
No, I'll
go-
crank up the mower when I
Yeah.
get home today.
Would you mow the yard again? Just redo or just do the
No, I'll
certain
just do the spots I missed.
just mow it the opposite way. I love when people
He's like,
cross mow.
I'm not gonna
Some
do
people mow their yard twice. I love people that do
that.
that.
I thought when I started the mower, I had enough light. But then it really gets.
When did you start mowing it?
I don't know. It's 8:15, I think.
It's already dark at 8:15. It's already dark. It's completely dark at 8:15.
15.
If you started at 8:15, it's already completely dark.
It's probably
already
8.
late.
It was probably 8. I'm
How
not
long to mow?
I just mowed the front.
And what's the approximate length of
I'm
time?
I'm going to say a half hour.
So it's 8:45, where it's pitch black at that
I
time.
might have started at 8 because, but it was. I thought I could get it in, but man, it got dark fast. It was amazing. It was amazing to me. Anyway, okay. Satterfield also talked about the turnovers, and he was not happy. I mean,
I don't know how you
he's not
could be.
happy. He said after 2 games, I'm very frustrated. The ball security issue, it just kind of takes hold of everything you've done. True. He said, we've done some really, really good things really good things offensively, especially running the football, the quarterback run game. Guys are getting better, but it's clouded by turnovers. We've got to fight like hell to win the turnover margin. It's true, you do. I think it's one of those things, especially with a quarterback. If you emphasize, it's one of those things I think you can emphasize too much, and then if he gets tentative, that's no good either. So
Nope,
you're saying
man. It's a problem
as we
spot.
established earlier in the week, they're in a pickle.
They are in a pickle.
They're in a pickle.
The pickles are still there, by the way. The pickles are
The
still there.
juiceless pickles.
The juiceless pickles are still over.
They're really good though.
They are good. They are
Yeah.
good. Thank you to Greg for those ones. Okay, I thought this was interesting too from Marcus Satterfield. So I think you guys would all assume, I think the whole state assumed that it was going to be a very loud crowd in Boulder this past Saturday, right? You would think let's emphasize if crowd noise is a problem, let's emphasize that in practice. This is me spitballing here. Satterfield was talking about the drop snaps by Sims against Colorado, and his quote was this: "We have to work during the week with more crowd noise. I have to do a better job of making sure we're utilizing certain snap counts with the motions we use. I've got to be smart with the play type, especially with the motions we're using, especially down in the student section where it got really loud. All that comes into play. It's all of us. It's not just Jeff."
He
Marcus
expressed,
Satterfield.
he expressed that the noise took him by surprise. Now, and so did Rule.
And how would you respond to that, Sip?
I was surprised.
Surprised that they're surprised?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
We knew this is going to be a raucous crowd, even 11 a.m. It wasn't it wasn't 7 p.m. It was still, we knew it'd be raucous.
Right.
$400+ for tickets. People are excited to be there. They
Yeah.
want to be loud.
Yeah, they didn't read the board.
It was
correctly.
like 0.1% lower than Texas, Alabama.
It was.
viewership.
It was barely.
Yeah,
Smidge
like,
behind it.
Seriously, between Texas, Alabama at 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock kickoff got that attention, which was known going in.
Yeah,
Nobody's shocked by that, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's shocked by that. We
No, I
expected
was
that.
surprised.
I threw the number 10 million out.
You did, and it was just below
Not a
that.
bad number.
Not a bad number.
Wasn't it 8.35? Something like that? It was really good.
It was in the eights.
I'm a little surprised it didn't get 10 million, to be quite honest. But anyway, yeah,
It was more competitive in the second half.
I
also.
was surprised they didn't anticipate it being. I mean, I got to say, I knew it would be loud in the stadium. I didn't know it would be as wild as it was just the scene. I can't really emphasize enough. I've missed one home game in 27 years.
And
One road game in 27 years. I've never seen a scene that wild. I've never seen one in all that time.
And I would guarantee that they used one of their a great resource that was there. I'm sure that Coach Rule used Coach Brown, because Coach Brown is still on staff. Ron Brown is still on staff, so he's probably coached at Colorado 10 times,
Yeah.
probably more than that,
Probably
maybe 12. That's a lot of years. 12 to 14 times he's been to Colorado, so he has a good feel for what it's like. Because even when Colorado wasn't rolling, it was somewhat of a tough crowd.
Somewhat. Now I will say this again. I hadn't seen it like that at Colorado. I've never seen it like that at Colorado. In 2019, it was nothing
No, it was not
like that
Yeah.
because there wasn't as many Nebraska people this time. Not even close.
The craze for Mel Tucker at that point versus Deion Sanders was much different,
Yes.
and it is now today also.
And today it's different.
And today it's
different.
also different.
We're just 2 bites away from Simple finishing the entire fritter. 2 bites
on the air.
On
If
the
you
air.
haven't noticed or
If you
couldn't
haven't
tell
on air.
If you're not watching, if you couldn't
Yeah,
tell
so-
by the audio, then I don't know what
It
you're
looks
listening.
like a squirrel fell on it. So it looks like.
I was really hungry. As I told you,
Raccoon.
when I walked in, I felt like I hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I feel good now.
Wish I had one of those zingers.
I know. You
That-
had
that I-
zinger
that I-
good.
that-
Well, this
that-
is a wrapped. There's
I
a
don't feel
wrap.
good about unwrapping. That's just too fancy right now
It's too
for on
fancy for
air.
Bill, yeah.
For on air
Come on,
wrapping.
you could
Yeah,
get
it's
messy.
an incredible purchase.
Nice
Greg.
gesture. It's just
I talked to
get
Greg
messy.
last night too on the phone.
Did you?
They did. Yeah.
Missing.
Just talking about some stuff.
He coined the phrase "get back to your evening lawn care."
It's-
Opening the
Can
front.
I read it? This is from somebody. This is from somebody in Iowa.
Okay.
Has a response.
Iowa.
Has
Somebody in
a response to
Iowa.
you. I think it's his
Dubuque?
I think it's his Jason in Des Moines. I
Could
wanna
be
say.
anybody.
And this is he's like surprised about the noise. That's like being surprised like they're only serving fish at a fish fry. It's very obvious things here
Yeah.
at this game in Boulder.
Now Satterfield
Fish fries. but I can't wait for
Satterfield-
them.
you talked about the snaps, and I think he probably heard media saying, "Why don't you just catch those snaps?" Because he said it a couple times. It's easy to say. He said, "Just catch the snap." And then he kind of explained why it's on everybody, not just Sims. Yeah, you addressed the crowd noise
Yes.
part. They talked about How do you pronounce the linebacker Mackay? Is it Bayer?
I always thought it was just Bear. The G was silent, but
I'm sorry.
I think it's silent.
Bear.
So Bear. Yeah.
Mackay
Mackay Bear.
Yeah, they did. Tony White talked about him, and he made a big jump. And I guess I didn't realize this completely. He only played 2 snaps of defense against Minnesota. I thought he played more than that. Bayer only played 2 snaps of defense against Minnesota, and then played 43 against Colorado, and played well. He's come out of nowhere. He didn't play at all in 2021.
No.
Didn't play at all. No snaps in 2022. And now he's playing 43 snaps on the road against Colorado. One of the things that White pointed out was what he did on special teams against Minnesota. And there's one play in particular, which Bill would surely appreciate. White said he ran down on a kickoff, and Bayer must have taken on 2 or 3 blocks. And I mean, this is White talking. He destroyed the blocks and made a solo tackle in space on kickoff. People just don't do that, he said.
It's hard to do. It really is. He had a horrific knee injury in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so he came in.
Okay.
I don't believe he even practiced his first year. I
Okay.
don't believe he even practiced. It was.
Here.
They don't even practice here at Nebraska his first year.
Okay.
It was a horrible surgery. I mean a horrible injury that he had in high school. So he's probably just now getting back to healthy. Great young man. Just absolutely a person to be around. Hard worker. Yes sir, no sir. Very coach. He's a coach me coach. You know, that's what we'd say to you. Yeah, coach me coach. You can coach him. But he had a horrific injury. That's why the development took a little bit longer, I'm sure.
Isn't that interesting?
I'm sure if you talk to him, he would tell you that.
Isn't that interesting? You don't know exactly. I mean, I'm sure some people are like, "What's wrong with Bayer? Excuse me. What's wrong with Bayer?" Well, thank you for the insight. That's valuable.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add to the ticket.
The ticket. There it is.
You paid off handsomely right there.
Thank you.
Horrific injury in high school.
Yeah, Bayer will be a part of that inside linebacker group. I call it. I mean, he can play all the positions, but he's mainly with that Reimer, Henrich, Bullock, Javin Wright crew. They got a crew there.
Also, when you get an injury like that in high school,
okay,
you go through basically general care. So there's a difference. I'm just telling you, there is a difference when you have an injury at the University of Nebraska and you go to Nebraska Orthopedic and Dave Clare operates on your knee and you have the rehab facilities that you have here. That's different than going to a general surgeon that does the everyday ACL injuries in New Jersey. And that's nothing against them. I'm just saying it's different. That's why people go to certain places for surgeries.
Sure.
They're not all the same.
No.
Not everyone's the same. Some are better than others. And so you get
like a car wash.
So you get the best care here because of the medical staff here, because of the orthopedic staff they have here. And so and then the rehab is just insanely better. When you have a hard injury and you don't have the rehab of somebody that every day you report at these times and we're doing these things, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm working hard. You know, it's just like training. It's like I'm going to train away from the team. I'll train really hard or work with the team. It's not even close. It's not even close. No. So that's why it took him so long to be able to probably physically get back.
There you go. And now he's back, and he's a prominent part of the defense. What else did you hear, Jake?
Well, Tony White did have a little preview of our opponent this weekend, Northern Illinois. He says, quote, "They're physical. This is a school that I had a chance to compete against in my prior school at San Diego State. They are a physical group that plays up. They're going to come in here and do the same, especially since they didn't have the showing they would have liked last week in the loss to Southern Illinois at home, 14-11. That will be more fuel for them to get up and play correctly. They present a lot of variety, a lot of different formations, and that will be a challenge." Tony White on Northern Illinois.
And they have a veteran quarterback that can make it happen, which not every quarterback can make all that variety pay off. But Rocky
Lombardi. It's
a great name.
You want to talk about a name? He should be on radio with us.
Go by Rocky Lombardi.
Rocky, what do you have? Rocky Lombardi.
He's invited.
It would be incredible
Rocky,
to have
your town. Come on in.
What Satterfield said about Northern Illinois, he noted 8 returning starters on its defense. They're a bunch of grown men, he said. They've been in some fires. They've played in some big stadiums, so it's not going to be anything big for them. They're disruptive. They're good. They keep saying that Northern Illinois is good up front, physical. So we'll see.
I'd ask you this because we talked about the spread went from 10 to 11.5 in just a day after it came out initially. If we find out that you think that Sims is not playing, you said, or is it early in
I
the
was
show?
mowing my lawn. I heard voices.
You think there's an undercurrent?
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard voices when I was
Voices
mowing.
are telling you that Sims might not play in this game.
I mean, I think that's what I heard when I was mowing.
Yeah.
I got a loud mower.
Yeah.
I do think that's the case.
What are
I mean, I don't know.
what's the difference in
here's the
expectation
thing.
for this game?
Can I dig myself out of this a
Please
little bit?
do.
You never know. I mean, he
Yeah.
might show up on Friday and say, "Hey, I can go," but I just am expecting somebody else right now. There's a caveat always. I mean,
If you
he's not-
found
he doesn't have a broken leg.
if you found out that Harburg was the starting quarterback, what is your thoughts in this game compared to Sims as the quarterback?
I think I think it could be a close game, both ways. I think if
Just
Sims
what
plays,
Nebraska needs.
I think if Sims
close
plays, it will be. I think it could be. I mean, I don't know that I would. I think what's that spread? 11.5.
As of yesterday, 11. I'll check it if it's up, if it's changed at all, but it was 11.5 as of yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know that Nebraska will win by 11.5. I think it out of there with 7 to 10. It'd be good. It'd be good. This is just what are we talking about?
It won't even be close.
I think it'll be close.
It is still 11.5 points Nebraska favored. You think it'd be a route, Bill?
Yes.
I just think a win would be good. I don't care what it is. A win. They need a win.
Oh yeah,
And
that's 100% that a win would just get
they
a
don't-
win.
Yeah, they don't need to blow out anybody. And
But the positive thing would be if Sims can play, if he's healthy to play, you want him to play because Coach Rule's made it very clear he's our quarterback. So if that's then play football. That's the best way to get better.
I think he needs
to
some
play football.
confidence
If he's
boost
healthy.
too.
Yeah,
if he's able
healthy.
to play and play well, the guy needs a confidence boost. He's been kicked in the butt 2 days
it
in a
is.
row
But
by
if
the
he's,
fans.
if he's compromised and you send him out there and he's compromised because he can't move right, it's not gonna, and he doesn't play well, it won't help his confidence.
Yep.
I think we've covered that clearly
Yeah.
from every one of us.
someone just texted in who's watching on the video stream. Good Lord, how many donuts is Sip eating this
No, it's
morning?
just a
He's
big
finished
fritter.
It was a 2-pound fritter.
It was a big.
When you set it down, I
It
could
was
hear
this
it.
big.
When you set it down, I could hear it.
It was like a loaf of
It
bread.
was like a loaf of bread.
No.
It was a loaf of bread. It was a loaf of Wonder Bread.
Now the key is now I can't eat another one.
You will though.
No.
Hey, listen, Bill. No more sugar.
Yeah.
Cutting sugar
Yeah,
out.
down sugar still.
Cutting-
No
cutting
sugar.
Sugar.
I there could have been a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It's a fritter.
Yeah.
There was.
Even the stuff that's not sugar is sugar.
Yeah, it was doughy. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Dough's always pretty
Oh,
non-sugary.
Okay, this is a take from somebody. Says a 7-point win on Saturday would show the offense cannot get it done the rest of the year.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, teams evolve.
That's the hot takes you get in the
Teams
text line here.
evolve. Teams
They
evolve.
do evolve.
Hold on now. If it's a 7-point win, but it's 58-51.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Then the
Take it
offense-
back. That's right.
incredible.
Take
That would
it
be-
back, Texter.
That mean the offense can get it done.
That would
right.
be throw everybody for a tremendous loop.
That'd be a loop.
The team that put up 11 points
Points.
against Southern Illinois
Yeah.
puts up 51
58.
points
But,
to loss
yes.
in Lincoln.
That's
But-
hard.
Nebraska puts up 58. That'd be incredible.
Someone else says this. This is a good point. Nebraska needs to just finish off a long drive with a touchdown without turning the ball over.
Yeah, have some long
Minnesota,
drives.
a couple long drives, fumble, didn't score at the goal line.
Have some long drives. Have some.
They
long
finish
drives.
off a long drive. Have a long drive and get points on the board. Don't miss the field goal. Make it get the touchdown. Close it out.
Yeah. Satterfield also said that the 0-2 thing, and Bill can relate to this because he's coached a long time. He's been through tough times. It's been not been an easy week. He says it's been a difficult 3 days here, and he says it sucks. That's what he said. That's not what I'm saying. He said it sucks. What the position we're in. You'd like to come home for your home opener and be 2-0.
Yes.
And it,
Everyone's happy.
yeah.
Jacked
But he
up.
says it's been a rough week.
1-1. Still probably happy.
Yeah.
Still
0-2.
probably happy.
But he said ultimately they'll learn from this, and it can make them stronger if they handle it right.
All you care in life, anything in life, you want hope. There's still hope to win the league.
Win the league.
There's still hope.
Yeah.
There's
There
still
is.
hope. Now it makes it difficult with if you're competing against, like I said, my first year at Wisconsin when it was leaders and legends, we were on the Ohio State side. We finished one game back because Ohio State once Ohio State beat us, we're like, they got to lose twice.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what are the odds of that? No. Right now, do you think Minnesota can lose twice?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
can they lose 4? Yes. So
Mhm.
the person you've lost to, there's a really good chance that they're not the ones you're going, we can't catch those guys.
Right.
So there's great hope. They can easily
right.
they can easily win the division.
Yeah, you're in a division that's wide open. There's no team you
easily
look
win
at.
the division.
Nobody's scary.
Yeah,
Not a
nobody.
single team is scary right now. Not one.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All
I
right.
thought about this. Let me throw some out there real quick.
What you got there, Bill?
Besides Michigan, will Nebraska not be favored or be a 3-point differential?
Oh, 3-point differential.
It depends how the
I mean, they're going to be
how these
favored,
things-
or they're going to be a 2.5-point underdog.
the team in its current state. I would say, yeah.
What about Wisconsin at?
Well, Wisconsin.
Yes, I mean,
that's
that's gonna-
Washington State.
It's going to be like a
6.5.
there's no one they play besides Michigan. We're going to say, oh man, they're 13-point dogs.
Right.
Nope.
Nobody.
They're going to be favored in like 6 of them.
Ooh,
They'll be favored. They'll be favored Northwestern. They'll be favored. I mean, Illinois is going to be what? Pick them.
They'll be. They'll be a favorite in that.
think
Illinois will be
Nebraska
a
will be a
favorite. No,
favorite in
Illinois will be a favorite in that game.
Yeah.
But it'd be by
a
2.5.
slight- Yeah, slight
Yeah.
favorite.
So my point is like that. So you just look down the schedule. There's one monster on the schedule, and there's 10 games left. That's it. So they're going to have. So they're going to be in great shape. So then all of a sudden, when things flip, you can get on a little bit of a roll.
See what
Purdue?
Michigan State does without Tucker.
Yep.
They play Washington this week. That'll be fun.
Tell you one thing that Michigan State fell just backwards into was D'Antonio, because everyone knows who he is,
They might
and
be better.
he'll walk in there and be like, and then what with him, assistant coaches, there's none of this change up like at Northwestern where the D coordinator had to take over. He's like, I got this, and you guys, I'll handle all this stuff. You guys handle offense and defense, because offense and defense, they're pretty good.
When we come back, I want to talk about team psyche after a big injury before the season or at the beginning of the season. Next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Get ready for an unforgettable night at Ignite Lincoln 15. On September 14th, Rococo Theater will come live from diverse voices that inspire change and spark connection. You'll hear from 12 pastors, including our nonprofit finalists, who are making a real impact. Be part of this remarkable event that celebrates the power of storytelling. Secure your spot now by purchasing tickets at ignitelincoln.org and join us in creating a brighter future together. Don't miss your chance to experience Ignite Lincoln 15, a night of inspiration, community, and possibility.
A fall aeration by Judson Irrigation will help maintain your lawn by maximizing the effectiveness of your water and fertilization. Judson will flag the locations of your sprinkler heads, followed by a deep core aeration to give your lawn the breath of fresh air it needs. Schedule your aeration today. Your lawn.
Let us aerate to ensure a healthy head start for your lawn next spring. Go to judsonirrigation.com or call Judson by Eileen 420-627.
All right, it's lunch. Where should we go today?
How about Qdoba? We can get free queso and chips with an entree purchase.
Whoa, how'd you know about that?
It's in the campus cash booklet that we got for free to start the school year, the student marketplace. You didn't get yours?
I'd better go grab mine now.
You'd better stop at the College of Hair Design, too. Your hair is getting long. $8 haircut with a campus cash book.
What about my friends who are out of college?
They can download the Campus Cash app for free and get great deals, too, from Pizza Hut, Juice Stop, Craft Axe Throwing, and tons more.
Campus Cash, the student marketplace. Find your free booklet on campus or download the Campus Cash app.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA. The Doane experience has been life-changing.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with online estimate tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Kids and pets in or out, increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home. And get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The high school football season rolls on right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and the Hall of Famer Jay Foreman this Friday night from Gretna High School as we bring you a top 5 matchup in Class A. Number 2, Millard South Patriots travel to Gretna to face off against number 5 Gretna Dragons. Kickoff is for 7 p.m. with pregame scheduled to go 6:40 p.m. You can hear that and all the action unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This move downtown has gotten to Sip's head during the break. He's tried to go to the bathroom and the door was locked. He said, "Are they locking the doors because we're shut off the water?"
I thought they shut off the water.
I said, "Are you sure Bill's not in the bathroom?"
I didn't.
He didn't check. He's assumed it.
Did you
they
hear?
locked
There's
it.
really no place for me to be besides.
If Bill's not doing band work, he's probably in the bathroom.
Or outside. He could have went outside.
He comes back like, "They're shutting the water off in here?" But I don't think so. I would think the bathrooms are still
You're
usable.
right. The women's just push.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know
I've been
that.
here for a long time. I know how these doors operate.
Yeah.
Here. I said there's no way to
Dick
shut
runs
the
the
water
place.
off.
I will not eat another donut on the air the rest of our tenure. I will not.
Do not lie to the people.
No,
of
I'm not going to
Lincoln.
lie. I'm not. Lying.
I'm gonna go on record right now to say that probably Rebecca and DP in the brand new building, just a fritter on the
They
on
won't
the
be
desk.
eating the fritter.
Yeah,
probably won't see that.
No, I won't. This was basically an ode to this building.
That was your last ode to our last day here. Let me eat one last fritter on the airway.
Fritter ode.
Yeah,
you hear of them often.
Which happened like for about 20 minutes in the first segment. You were eating that fritter.
It won't happen again as long as we do this show.
You ate that so much people thought you had 3 donuts on the air.
I had 1 donut, and it
Just
won't
took a
happen
while.
again. This is it.
Okay. Well, thank you for that nice ode to this studio.
Thank you.
It was
3:30.
embarrassing. That was an embarrassing start for me.
People were commenting on it in the text.
I know. What was it? Negative.
Yep, negative. Negative for sure.
Don't
Definitely
eat unprofessional.
Just like I can't believe Sip's doing this for 20 minutes in a row. It's
a big
It's
fritter.
not like a
And
Reese's
you-
peanut
and you
butter
just-
cup
and you
eaten
just-
one
and
time.
you just pawed at it.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Well,
Like, were you watching Bullet eat a fritter last night? We're trying to copy Bullets or something?
No. I don't know how you eat a fritter, but
I guess it wasn't like that.
yeah.
What's
Sorry
that?
to everybody.
What we got, Jake?
Okay, I want to ask you a question because we've watched. Bill has been in locker rooms. Me and Sip have watched a lot of football, but you would know in the locker rooms, Bill. I'm curious. So Aaron Rodgers, of course, gets hurt the very first drive for the New York Jets on Monday Night Football. He's seen as the next thing for the Jets to get them to the Super Bowl, to get them in the playoffs and maybe make a run to the Super Bowl. The very first drive, 1 incomplete pass, 1 sack, Achilles is torn. And so I'm curious, how much does losing a star player, especially a quarterback, either before the season or early in the season, affect the team's psyche and belief in what's next for them?
You really focus on your own position and the things that you're doing, so it doesn't just blow you up, but it does affect you. I said I was part of something where I've never seen a team just deflate like I did. We're getting ready to play Oklahoma in the semifinals in the Peach Bowl, and I was at LSU. And we're practicing that, and it was a fly motion play, whatever we're doing. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, this is like 4 days before the Peach Bowl, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes down, like grabs like his hamstring, but he didn't just go down; he screamed, like in that pain of like oh, it was so horrific. And they brought a cart out.
Okay.
Yeah. They brought a cart out
microphone.
to pick him up, and basically practice was over.
Really?
It was just, I've never seen a complete team and coaching staff leave. Everybody's like, all right, here we go. All right. And the rest of the team, their face was just, and we ended up getting good news. He didn't play in that game. Maybe played 1 snap, but it was back full speed for the national championship game. So we caught a break. But my point was just the feeling of what that is like when that happens. That's gut wrenching. And especially when you have, and also he's a four-time NFL MVP. Is that a record? Is that
That's
a record?
got to be up there.
I mean, a 4-time, not hard to be the MVP, to be the best player in the league 4 times.
And he probably got snubbed
4
other times too. He's probably in the
probably
conversation.
had the conversation probably 10 other times. He was probably in the top 5 voting. And new start, new this, all these things. That is tough. I thought it was an incredible job by the team and the staff. That game, to win that game was incredible. It happened the first. I mean, to think he's down the first drive at 0-0, that could easily have been a 20-0 loss, and they won the game. Great job by the coaches. But yes, it does. Then you can control your stuff. You get a plan, have all those things going, and their plan is. And I know, like I said, you guys are a little down on Zach Wilson. Jake is especially, but at least they have a number. At least they have someone that has started like 20 games. Was a high draft pick. So at least he's. Imagine there's some places you go, well, what? Who's our quarterback?
Right.
I mean, so that gives you a little bit of confidence and a chance.
They made it pretty clear they're going to stick with Zach Wilson. That's their guy. Now they'll probably add somebody off the free agent wire that's available to be there if he gets hurt. His name has been discussed. I would be shocked if he's fine. He hasn't played like in 4 years now. When's the last time he played football?
I think it's longer than 4.
Was it 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, they got to get Brady.
Brady made it clear he's not coming back.
He made it clear
he is done playing football.
It's not a sport you dabble in.
No,
you don't dabble in that.
Especially
to come
45.
Back, to come back after a couple years in tennis. I'm gonna come back and play some tennis. And I got beat pretty bad. Did it hurt? Nope. Didn't hurt at all.
A little sore, but
a little sore. Didn't have a guy coming off. Didn't have the guy coming off the edge.
Football.
Yeah, you don't dabble in that one.
No,
that's some sport. And you're done. Like, hey, you may want to play some pickup football. Tell me the last time that happened with pads.
No.
Yeah, no, doesn't happen.
As a kid, you played though.
Yeah, kid, you played
tackle football.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Better times.
Gler Park.
Better times.
Gler Park.
Better times. I should think about doing something with better times in my Bill's Thrills sometimes.
Did you got any bills? Did you got any better times today?
It might happen. We're gonna talk.
Oh yeah,
about
don't
it.
blow it. Yeah.
Okay, there's audio today. That's the hint.
Yeah,
There's audio.
We have some audio
Okay.
too.
That's
yes.
all. That's all he can. There's audio.
Jake's
today.
been very diligent. I had to get stuff to him last night for the next 2 days because I knew we had a big move.
And I appreciate that, and I got it cut. Yeah, we're good to go tomorrow.
So
and today
got a
stuff
hold
is
of
all
him
ready to
very
go.
early.
Moving.
We're moving.
But yes, it does affect you. With an injury, it does affect you. It does, and then you get over it. Then you move on.
I got a question about the new studio.
What do you got?
Is the lighting dimmer?
Is it? I want to
This
say.
is kind of like being in Walmart.
Is
in
it?
here?
Is it?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen it.
Can
like
we
in
dim?
the
Can
morning
we
time,
dim
you
the
know?
lights?
Make it more of a club scene.
These are great questions. I'd have to ask Mark or Rebecca or DP on that because I saw it yesterday when it was still light outside. I didn't see it when it was dark in the morning or at nighttime at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
When you're mowing the yard and have that.
I wonder about
I think
that.
it's gonna be a little bit, a little darker than this.
Okay.
Though.
I'm not saying
Dimmer.
this is bad. I don't know. I don't know. I like studios that are a little darker. So we'll see on that. Maybe we can control that.
We'll see how
it's
that
our
goes.
show. It's from 6 to 8. We can control something.
It's different light levels throughout the day. Someone likes it way up. Someone likes it
I'm
way
with
down.
SIP 100%. I'd love to have it. I'd love to have it down.
Yeah.
No strobe lights either. That would freak me out.
Before we get to
No lava lamps.
No lava lamps.
Before we get to Rick
Although
Heyman,
no one lava lamp.
I'd love a lava lamp. I'll take that back 100%.
Right.
That was my gift for like 20 years. Every president, you got to get a gift. I got him a lava lamp, no matter what age. No matter what age, they got a lava lamp.
That's not a bad idea. Can you still get lava lamps?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
this is per Sanderson.
Sanderson with the
regarding,
hair.
regarding Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
He says he hasn't played in 7 years.
7 years.
What the hell?
Why is his name still getting brought up?
Because he brings it up.
He hasn't played football in 7 years.
Because he brings.
That's a long time.
I saw him on TikTok going on some rant about how the NFL's, I don't know, out to get him or something.
Colin, you haven't played football in 7 years. Give it
7
Move on with your
years.
life or go play in the CFL or something. USFL.
7
NFL Europe. NFL Europe. Go to
Doesn't
Barcelona.
doesn't exist anymore.
I
but,
know.
But if we had it, that'd be.
He could have his
play
own.
for Barcelona.
He could bring it back, Bill. Bring back Barcelona in the NFL Europe.
He could create his own league.
Yes.
And then play. That'd be one way to
And
do
he
it.
get benched again. When we come back, Rick Heyman's song of the day next. on
Oh,
Early
Rick, I
Break
hope it's
on the
good.
Tick. It is a good one.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Big Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Second, where's the spread? Rico.
It's the biggest hit of the tail. After part and tailgate snack. Load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Your John Deere all new compact tractors for a limited time for 4 months when you buy a John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your tough project. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023. Subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sun Rent, they have an extensive line to help complete any job, from lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, porterators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need to see the experts at 50 Alva Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it. Stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. They're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with. Trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering and benefits. My 875-1033. Start your electrical career today.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. Specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are trial attorneys in all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rock. They didn't have that then. For everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond.
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, song of the day, Love is Alive by Gary Wright. 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating. And Rick Heyman, Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Song of the Day.
Play that, but it sounds like that bass guitar is being played underwater.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Oh. That's beautiful.
I like that.
Rick Heyman.
Ooh, that's
Thank
a home run
you.
right there.
Thank you.
It's a great start to the song. I mean, the song is
The lead in is incredible. It's just incredible.
It's scary good. The song is excellent. I did play that for you guys.
You did.
A couple weeks,
off the airwaves.
a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought that Gary Wright song was better than the one that everybody talks about,
which is Dreamweaver,
which
is
good.
also a wonderful
that's
song.
a great song. I mean, don't get me
Bill,
wrong.
Bill was,
Let's not take shots now.
No, I'm not.
You taking shots at Dreamweaver?
No, I like
Okay.
Dreamweaver.
Okay, all right. Okay, I got a little.
No, I am a Dreamweaver, and I like that song. But I like that better. That's what I was. 10. It's a 10 because Gary just did.
That's
died.
right. Yes.
That's a 10.
What was it with if you're still alive?
And
though?
it is in the 9.5 area.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. That lead, it just,
Lead-ins to songs are important, man. I heard.
I felt myself at that time back when. Do you remember the headphones sip? When you had the old stereo and those big ones, you plug those headphones
Yeah,
in.
we're
those
wearing
big-
them right now.
They're a little different, but somewhat
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
And the sound was just, it was
Oh
incredible.
God,
It was incredible to have headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
I could, that's what I could picture myself during that time. It's a 10 because of death, and it's a 9.64.
Okay.
Yeah,
You like that
It's
song.
a 10 because of death. I would go like to an 8-9,
Yeah.
which is
Would
still
you?
really high.
Yeah. Incredible.
I didn't know that song until you played it for
if
me.
you'd have grown up with the song.
Yeah,
and
it's a good song.
That's the one that comes on. And the thing is, it's a different type of walk-up music. If you walked into like there's like some little party, something going on that's playing, you're like, all right.
You go, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah.
We got some dudes in here.
What are we walking
We got
into?
ourselves a party
What are we
right
walking
now.
into?
Yeah.
This could get
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
That is 100% right.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, your card would be up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
okay, what?
It's big time.
Place they
Da-da-da.
belong.
Yeah.
Place they belong.
Yeah.
Da-da.
All right. Well, we are joined now on the phones by Rick Heyman of Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Rick, good morning. Great song today, sir.
Hey, thank you guys. Happy last day at the old 48 studios.
Thank you.
And looking forward to having you downtown. You'll see some interesting characters about 6:30 in the morning wandering around down there.
Good
It'll
to
be
know.
fun
They're
and
fans.
interesting.
They're breakers, Rick.
That's just
hopefully.
our
Hopefully.
listeners.
Where are you gonna park down there?
Do you have suggestions for us?
Well, at that time of day, just park on the street, probably.
Yeah, that's
although
the
there's a lot of condos around there, and you may not be able to. But
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
oh, I don't know. There's the Embassy Garage over there, and
Embassy.
across the street, you've got the Centrum Garage there.
I'm looking for free parking.
Yeah, we got the parking taken care of, Rick. We know where we're parking at.
Yeah.
We got garages.
Okay,
we got
you got it handled. Okay. Well, good on DA and Rebecca. This is a good move. The building looks great. I love the movie theater banner out front. It's really cool. So everybody needs to go down there and check it out. So,
okay.
Gary Wright, which you did play Dreamweaver last week, which is a good song, and kind of like the other song from the 70s that got really overplayed, which was Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The saxophone.
You know,
Yeah. Good job, Jake.
you heard those songs like 25,000 times back in the day. This was 75.
Okay.
And he had been around a long time before this, because, well, he died when he died, he was 80. So he'd been around a while. He was from America, but he did most of his work in England. Dreamweaver came out in 75. He had spent 7 years in London as a member of the British blues rock band Spooky Tooth, which me and my sister, man, we used to love that band, Spooky Tooth. You should check it out. It's very kind of rare earthish. It's real hardcore good rock, kind of like the old Blind Faith days. And some cream. Good stuff. But while he was over in England, he played keyboards on George Harrison's triple album, All Things Must Pass, in 1970, which was one of the greatest albums ever recorded. It began a friendship that inspired the Indian religious themes and spiritually inherent things in his songwriting. And he went on, and he was George Harrison's one of his best friends all the way up until George died, which was, I think, in 2001. So, and I've got some other interesting stuff about him, but I'm gonna save that for the trivia questions.
Okay.
But here's a couple quick things. Who was invited to play piano on the triple album All Things Must Pass? Author Nicholas Schaffner, later described as a rock orchestra of almost symphonic proportions, whose credits at the time read like a who's who of the music scene. And by the way, go listen to that record. I mean, I don't know how many. It's got like 25 songs on it.
Really?
It's amazing how good the music is on it. But he played on almost every track. He went on and played with Harrison's former bandmate Ringo Starr as well on "It Don't Come Easy" and "Back Off Boogaloo." Remember those hit singles?
Classic.
So anyway, after that, he sort of kind of faded away.
Yeah.
He did play with Spooky Tooth a few more times. They went out on tour. So he was touring up until he developed Parkinson's and this thing called Lewy bodies. I don't know if you know about that, but we've got a guy that works for us whose dad had that, and it's terrible, terrible disease that you just can't kick. So unfortunately, he passed was it 2 weeks ago at his home out in California, and he's in rock and roll heaven. So that's what our theme is. With that in mind, first question, two-sipper. You'll never get this, but
shouldn't say that for me.
Interesting.
Usually say that for
Give it
me,
to
right?
Bill. He has the impossible questions every time.
Okay, what other profession did he have besides being a rock and roller?
He worked at a crematory.
Close. He was a director.
A what?
And he was a Broadway actor as a child. He was in the Broadway production.
I thought he was a welder. It's a great guess. It was.
Thank you.
Yeah, he became a doctor when he thought music wasn't stable enough. So that's amazing.
I'll tell you one thing: people are always going to die. There's always going to be a need for a crematory.
That's true.
Yeah, people are dying to get in there. Okay, so this is for the coach.
Right,
what former other Beatle did he often tour with?
Okay.
It's Ringo.
It's Ringo. You get the diamond. The Ringo All-Star Band.
Absolutely.
Bill.
I listen to him a lot.
You want a Sapphire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a Sapphire.
Yeah, he played with him a lot. Him and Edgar Winter went out with him all the time.
Good God.
And this is real easy. What Mike Myers movie with Dana Carvey did he produce the soundtrack for?
Jake?
And Dreamweaver was in.
I got to guess.
Go ahead.
That'd probably be Wayne's World.
Okay.
You get a diamond.
What kind of diamond would you want?
Yes. I want a sapphire also.
Okay.
2 sapphires.
Sapphire.
Bring him over
Okay.
bring him live tomorrow to
I'll
the
bring some
studio.
over.
Can we name another diamond?
Yeah, that's all we have. All right, Rick, what's going on right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, starting today, the Wedding Band Expo, our biggest event of the year at South Point. We did it last weekend out in Grand Island. Go on our website, get an appointment, because we are going to be absolutely jammed. You're going to save at least 25% off all wedding-related rings and things that you need. So go on in there. We've got special financing available. Check us out at SauterHeyman.com on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll post more interesting things, including Spooky Tooth, on my personal Facebook at Rick Heyman.
Wow.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We will chat with you again next week.
Bye-bye.
That's Rick
All right.
Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Song of the day, again, Love is Alive by Gary Wright.
We will be down right close to Rick's.
A block away from
Block
Rick.
away.
One block away from Rick.
And I just saw a photo of our place from Busch Street, and it is, I'm big on curb.
This is the one I sent to you.
Yeah, I'm big on curb appeal, and it's the curb appeal is amazing.
Looking place. We'll
Yeah.
see you guys tomorrow. See you down there tomorrow. Top of the hour next, Mike Schaefer, an early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, or bonus program. Build a better culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. First, check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are the same. Whether it's DUI, a criminal charge, or you were and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually wants to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up. At Landmark, we understand time is money. More uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
So I switched my insurance to State to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help, actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders that are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project, and you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 467-1627.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Give-A-Burrito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln Foster Care community. Stop by Muchachos in Vanilla or in Omaha at 1250 Street.
Iron Height Construction is hired. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironwood Construction has openings for an experienced estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fee. Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here, 3-7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by Midwest Bank member FDIC.
FDIC.
Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. Midwest Bank. You have a special day for Steve Schindler at all.
Oh, yeah.
Steve's going to work the drive-through today. Steve's going to work the drive-through, and so you get a chance to spend some time with him, some FaceTime with Steve Schindler. It's FaceTime, and so go through the drive-through honk. Steve's going to
in Creighton, Nebraska.
Handing out anything.
What's
like
that?
Suckers.
What's that? He'll be handing out candy bars, the marathon bars.
The marathon.
Remember the marathon bars?
I wonder where he got a bunch of them.
They're hard to get marathon bars.
Now, where the hell would you get them?
Oh, he's got a bunch.
Excuse
so
me.
if you want a marathon bar, swing through the drive-through.
Okay, Steve will be there.
Creighton, Nebraska.
Yeah.
In Creighton.
Maybe they'll do it here in Lincoln, too. You never know, but Creighton for sure. Steve Schindler
Creighton will be there. Just
Mike Schaefer's here.
He is. Mike Schaefer, 24/7 Sports, is here in the building. He's every Thursday. Schaefer, good to see you.
I'm trying to look up the marathon bar.
Yeah,
wrap.
dude.
He didn't have. Oh, it's a wrap. Is this
Good
long?
job.
It's 12 inches long, and it was caramel
job.
covered in like pretzel chocolate. And when you ate it, it went just like that.
There it
That's
is.
it.
God,
And when
good
you,
stuff.
and you pulled on it, remember? It kind of, you put it right in your mouth, right here.
I can't.
Yeah.
Good
Can't
job,
say
my
that
brother.
I had one of those.
Yeah, they were incredible. They were absolutely incredible.
That was an 80s phenomenon.
Yeah, it was big. The marathon bar.
Hey,
Better
thanks
times.
for looking.
Better times.
Better times than the 80s.
Better
The
times.
70s better times. 80s and
Yes.
80s weren't as good as the 70s.
70s is better.
It's way
Yeah,
better than
way
the
better.
70s.
Yeah.
Sort of goes without saying at this
Yeah.
point, I think.
It's a given, right?
Hey,
What song was that song from Gary Wright?
That was Love is Alive,
But what-
1975.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
1975.
Yeah.
Schaefer,
Find it
good
out.
job.
By the way, Schaefer's Hour, sponsored by Bearshin Beer Garden in Omaha and Benson. Wonderful place. You can watch football games, soccer games up there. They got German beers galore. They got big pretzels. They got Nashville hot chicken. Anything else up there, Schaefer?
Well, I mean, you're right in this Oktoberfest time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So this is, I know Omaha has a couple Oktoberfest festivals going on this weekend, but I'm telling you, you don't even need Oktoberfest to get German beer at Bearshin. They have multiple different types on tap to try out.
They do
the big steins. You can enter a stein contest. Simple. How long do you can hold a Furman stein and just stand there? And you just have to stand there. You got to have the locked elbow,
yeah.
and all you're doing is just holding that beer. I think if
Depends
you can do it for 10 minutes, they give it to you for free.
Time of day would be big.
Yes, that'd be early. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything afternoon. We
put a pretzel in them at 2 o'clock.
I'm probably 30 seconds after noon.
Between noon and 2.
30 seconds.
Between noon
yeah.
and 2 is a notoriously bad time.
Yeah, it's not good. I fade.
Hey, would you just please spell Bearshin?
Barchen.
Okay.
It looks like Bar Chen, but it's Bearshin.
Okay.
That's the way you pronounce that. But
That's
that's
a big dancing bear as their logo.
They do.
Okay.
It's in Omaha in the Benson district. Go check it out. Bearshin Beer Garden. Wonderful place. Wonderful place up there. All right, Schaefer, we are a couple days away from 2 days away from Nebraska, Northern Illinois. The Huskers are still looking for their first win in the Matt Rule era. And Sim believes, there's a good chance. We believe this also, that there's a good chance that Jeff Sims is not the quarterback because of injury, not because of performance, because of injury. If we see Heinrich Harburg take the first snap of this game on Saturday, what's your confidence level that Nebraska will get the win?
Well, I think they can still get the win. I mean, either way, they were going to have to get the win by their defense pretty much keeping Northern Illinois down points-wise, and their offense figuring something out over 4 quarters. I mean, the strategy to getting a win doesn't really change whether you have Jeff Sims or you have Heinrich Harburg. It does feel like they have somewhat of a benefit of not playing a Power 5 team. So I do think like there's perhaps a little bit of a benefit that they'll get there, which would make life a little easier. But everyone that knows Northern Illinois knows that that's a school that generally is going to show up and play regardless of who the opponent is. And they're certainly not going to be intimidated coming into Memorial Stadium. They've done it before. Whether there's a different coaching staff or not, the expectation there is that they go win football games. So it's not exactly going to be a walkover. I don't have like a big – Nebraska's thrown for like 227 yards. They've run for, a few hundred yards as well. Like their offense has been bad through 2 weeks. I'm not going to sit here and just get super concerned about which quarterback is taking the snap at this point, because it's not like there's a giant history of success that's being left in the dust if you're going with the backup here. So, if it's Heinrich Harburg, they're going to have to prepare and figure out what they're going to do on offense. One of the issues to me, it just doesn't feel like they obviously haven't been able to find rhythm, but it doesn't really feel like we know what they're building towards when they are in rhythm. Like we don't really still know what is it going to be more quarterback run game? Is it going to be a lot of Gabe Ervin? Are we going to see more of a spread out attack? We've seen little snippets of all of this, but because the offense hasn't been in rhythm much for 2 games, really don't know what it's supposed to look like when it's good.
I think it's ground heavy. Like if you listen to Rule the other day, you listened to Satterfield yesterday, he alluded to it. I think it's ground heavy with quarterback run game. I don't think if Harburg plays, the offense will look that much more different. I wouldn't
expect it to.
That much different. And I wonder if they would run him a little bit more than they would run Sims.
Well, they ran Sims 19 times, and then their best play of the entire season was a touchdown in the 3rd quarter against Colorado.
Well, but it was 12 designed runs against Minnesota. I think you could get that.
And they had less than that against Colorado, right?
So it was probably like it was under 5, wasn't it?
Right, against Colorado.
Noticeably down.
That's what I'm saying.
Way different.
See, I think that's what I'm saying.
So I guess my counter to that is I wouldn't be surprised if they ran Harburg, but I also expected they were going to run Sims more based on what it looked like against Minnesota. That's sort of what I'm getting at. I don't know what their offense is trying to do.
Sims had 10 carries against Colorado. How many of those were scrambles, though?
Right.
Well, how many were they got sacked twice?
He had the big quarterback draw.
He did.
And then they had the one I remember where he went down. They thought he had more yardage. They reviewed it and they went back.
Oh yeah.
Those are like the only 2 that I really remember in my head of design quarterback run.
See, I think they would design. I think there would be more of that with Harburg.
Well, that's what he was in high school. He's a great athlete. That was a gifted runner and has a huge arm. You don't always know where the ball's going with the arm. That's part of it. But the physical tools have always been there for Heinrich Harburg. It's whether he could catch up playbook wise, I think, with sort of the previous staffs. And then, this staff came in, they liked him right away in the spring.
Here's the deal.
They liked him right away in the spring. He's a developmental guy, and they have to figure out how they're going to win with him if he starts on Saturday.
Here's the deal. All that is true, but I just want to see how he'd operate in the heat. If it's close, that's what I want to see.
Sure.
How is he? Because if he's got to go win a game, how's that?
I like how you say if it's close, as if there's a chance Nebraska is going to distance themselves from
I think they will.
Bill thinks
they will.
I
think they could. Don't get me wrong.
It would require the defense to probably take the ball away more than the one time so far. They have to set up offense.
My basis of it is like, first of all, it's like, man, they beat Boston College. That's that's impressive on the road. Then the next week, Boston College had to score like in the last drive,
31-28
to beat Holy Cross.
Yep.
Holy
Cross is a decent FCS school most years.
I think that'd be below decent, but I'm a fan of Holy Cross. Don't come at me.
They were just in the playoff last year,
so they're a decent team, but still,
it's a Holy Cross.
And then they lost to Southern Illinois at home.
Yeah.
So that's a hard one.
11 points.
11 points. They scored 11 points. So that means, right now Nebraska should be on pace to give up like 5. that's what they should give up.
But Nebraska's only scored 24.
Makes it harder.
Well, then the other thing is when Nebraska tends to play in these games, you always wonder when their offense is going to give away points too, because that seems to happen. So, but
if the game at halftime is 10-6 or something of that nature, then momentum is gained and with those things. I do know the head coach extremely well from Northern Illinois, and he will have his
Thomas Hammock.
He was the running back coach at Wisconsin when I was there.
Oh, nice.
At running back coach at Wisconsin. Great
Thomas
dude.
Hammock.
Yeah, great guy.
Former Baltimore Ravens running back.
Yes. He went from Wisconsin to Baltimore.
He played here in 2019. Nebraska beat him 30-5. I want to say there's a safety net game. Yeah, Canavai Noah had a touchdown in that game. It was a block punt for a touchdown, I believe, also in that game for Nebraska. Maybe 2 block punts.
There was definitely one.
One block punt for sure.
So
it wasn't a great trip the last time for Thomas Hammock here to Lincoln, but
30-5.
They have to be just ginormously disappointed after beating Boston College to come
back
home and lose to Southern Illinois
at home.
Yeah, because I know it's directional, but there's a different direction in Northern and Southern because one of them is FCS and one of them's FBS.
That's right.
There's a big difference in the two.
Yeah.
Nebraska's defense, as Jake writes on the rundown, has performed well the first 2 weeks. Even if the stats didn't necessarily indicate that from the second half, how good does this unit look to you, Michael? How good can it be?
Yeah, I'm excited about the defense. I mean, I'm excited because one of the things I like is I feel like they've already been able to start building some depth because the injuries are coming. You know that they're going to have some guys that are going to drop off in some spots. So for players like Mekhi Bayer to pop up like he did against Colorado, I think that's a great sign. You're already getting production out of Riley Van Poppel, and Cameron Lenhart, and your freshman there. Dwight Boodle's playing a little bit in the secondary, and you've gotten some guys to have some good performances there. I mean, I'm excited about what is happening, and some of it I'm not really surprised by the defensive line. I felt like, I mean, I know we talked about it, whether it was on this show or different shows. I just felt like Terrence Knighton was going to be a big boost to them. And everywhere Matt Rule's been, his defensive lines have been good. I don't know that it's always Matt Rule's there, so it's a correlation thing. But if you look at, there's just some coaches with track records that, when they're at a place, this is always pretty good. And his defensive lines have always been a hallmark of his teams. And so I was expecting that they would be good. I didn't think they would have as many sacks.
11 sacks in 2 games.
That takes me back a little bit. But I thought the defensive line would be pretty good. The linebacker, I think I'm maybe impressed because I think a lot of us thought we knew what Nick Henrich was as kind of a north-south, run-heavy linebacker. I loved him in high school, but I hadn't seen that kind of instinctive play from him a lot. And then to see him deployed against Colorado, end up with a couple sacks. I think he had more sacks in that game than he had in his career coming in. And that's a guy that's played a lot of football. I like what I've seen from John Bullock and from Luke Reimer in their roles. Mekhi Bayer just felt like a breath of fresh air on that first third down tackle. Dylan Edwards, you get him matched up one-on-one, just completely breaks down and tackles the guy. And then you look at the stat sheet, and I remember watching it as it's going on. He has like 3 other tackles around the line of scrimmage. Like he just seems to kind of be in the right spot in a lot of situations. So depth-wise, I'm really excited about this defense. I am curious, the more they put on film, if there aren't going to be some situations where teams can figure some things out later in the year. But I also look at Nebraska's schedule, and outside of, Maryland, there's not like a lot of, and Michigan, obviously.
Yeah, Michigan.
But you get beyond Michigan, you look at the rest of those offenses, Maryland's the only one that can have some explosion. They've looked kind of bad at times so far through 2 weeks this year. 2 weeks. I'm saying the team looks bad, but you know what I mean? I mean, the offense is, Wisconsin does not, they have their own issues.
They'll get it going at some point, won't they?
Yeah, maybe. They look terrible against Buffalo. Like I knew Washington State was going to give them a game. I didn't know Washington State would win necessarily, but I thought Wisconsin looked
Who did
bad
Buffalo lose
Buffalo.
2 week 2 again? You guys mentioned
Fordham.
Yeah. Buffalo lost to Fordham last week.
I mean, I'm watching that Buffalo game.
To Fordham.
Buffalo,
good Fordham team.
Buffalo should have been up 21-7 at half. Yeah. They should have been. Like they were completely outclassing Wisconsin.
Wow.
And so for Washington State to jump out the way they did, I mean, I was not surprised by that at all. Wisconsin's got a lot of issues with their offense.
What
Like,
is it? What is
the receivers aren't explosive. Tanner Mordecai doesn't look comfortable throwing the ball. He's throwing to spots, which makes sense, but then the receivers aren't there, so that's not super helpful. The running game couldn't get going at all in the first half against Buffalo, and then ran for like 200 yards in the second half to save them. Didn't run very well at all against Washington State. It just feels like they, if they didn't play Buffalo to start the year, they'd be right there with Nebraska. They would be right there, and they haven't played. I think both Colorado and Minnesota are better than Washington State. So, but I just look at the schedule, and then I think this defense has a chance to really kind of keep Nebraska in these games. So it's imperative that they use these weeks here to sort of figure some things out on offense.
Yeah.
Whether it's Jeff Sims or Heyman.
So keep it there because, the defense has played well, but you've had 8 turnovers on offense.
Yeah.
8. 4 in both games. It's been crippling. I mean, Nebraska, again, they're -3 in turnovers against Minnesota and lose the game 3. You take one away, you win the game. Colorado, you had 2 in a row inside your own 35-yard line.
Is it 7 turnovers or on the opponent's side of the field, too, on top of it?
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I know they have the 1 interception.
Well, they had back-to-back.
The interception and the fumble. So it'd be 6. 6 of the 8 turnovers have occurred. And then in that 6, 3 or 4 of them are in the 35 going in, which is even more difficult because then you're in the range where you're expecting to get points. So it's not just the turnovers; it's when they're occurring too. Is just brutal,
backbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, it's clouded the whole thing, like Satterfield said. Anything they've done good is just clouded.
Right.
By the
Well, it's also why I can sit here and be like, yeah, they don't have any rhythm on offense. And they be like, yeah, we know we don't have the ball long enough sometimes.
Right. So
and that's on them, obviously.
So, Bill, how much is there a point in practice, like during a week like this, where you can put too much emphasis on not turning the ball over, where it becomes almost, I don't know, you go too far with it?
You can overstate some things. You can have it too much where that's just go play. You do your drills. You do everything you've been doing. There's nothing that's crazy different. You just keep doing the same things. You keep training them situational. Some of those I don't know. What do you train them on? If a ball just gets dropped from a snap, or it hits someone in motion, or it does. So there's just some things you just do. You just follow. You just do what you do. You already do a turnover circuit. They already do ball security drills every day. All those things, just make it a point of emphasis. And sometimes, though, if you just scream, that's all we care about is that the day gets over. And it's like the ball wasn't on the ground once, but we threw. We were like 40% passing today.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, that's not a real good thing either. That'll bite you too.
Yeah.
The turnovers are the most. I get that, but you just want to do what you do, because I don't think there's ever a time down at Nebraska that it was. Well, we really didn't talk about taking care of the ball, and we didn't talk about that the first. That way. No, they talked about that from their. I would imagine almost every drill started from the first day that they could work with them on the field was ball security.
Right.
So that part is emphasis.
Yeah, and I don't want the quarterback being tentative. I mean, I don't want him to always worry about that part. Sometimes you got to cut loose.
That's the duality of Jeff Sims. I mean, he's been your only big play threat, and your only explosive member on offense, as far as I've seen through 8 quarters. So you can't have him steeped in a mentality of just caution all the time, because you're gonna neuter your own offense that way too.
Well, we saw a stat yesterday from Tom Fernelli, CBS Sports. He calls it the whoopsie daisy rate of plays that the amount of percentage of turnovers you have, or fumbles, both lost and recovered, and interceptions divided by the plays. And he was like second worst in the country over the last 3 years at Georgia Tech, and he's first right now in the country.
Leads the country
this year.
WDR.
Whoopsie daisy rate. So this is nothing new, Jeff Sims. He's just doing what he has for 3 years.
Well, but here's the thing: Nebraska, for the last however many years, has an offense that's largely been dependent on their quarterback having to do everything. They haven't had good skill players. They haven't. I mean, you take away Trey Palmer and Samari Toure, and 1 year of Wan'Dale Robinson. What great skill players has Nebraska had in the last 6 years?
Jake.
You get to Stanley Morgan.
So you're talking
and JD Spillman.
Yeah. Stanley's good.
Undrafted players.
So you're averaging about one guy a year, maybe. And then you have a stretch in there in 2020 and 2021 where I guess it'd be 2, right? 2020. I don't know.
Yeah, you're going back. You have to go back to 2013.
Well, yeah, I mean, because then you're looking at the teams that Tommy Armstrong's playing with. He's throwing to, how good would it be for Nebraska to have a Brandon Riley right now? Alonzo Moore. We're not even talking about guys that are like
we're not talking about
NFL caliber wide receivers.
Yeah.
No, both of them made practice squads.
They did.
But we're talking about guys that are their third or fourth receivers that can come through in critical situations. Nebraska goes to Alex Bullock in a key situation. Great pass. He's got to make that play. That's why he's on the field.
3rd and 15, 3rd and 16.
He's got to
Was
make
a good
that play.
pass.
I just don't see guys on offense that, Billy Kemp made a nice catch. Marcus Washington made a nice catch. Those guys are fine. It'd be great if they were your second or third wide receivers.
Yeah.
They're not.
No.
You need them to be ones and twos.
Yeah.
You need guys to be better than what they probably actually are. That's a tough way to live on offense.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really tough way to live.
Yep. Yeah, they have guys who are sufficient, but you're looking for more than sufficient.
Yeah. Sufficient isn't going to win you games in the Big Ten.
Not many. It'll maybe win you a few.
I mean, we joke about Iowa's offense all the time. This is far worse than what we've seen out of Iowa.
Receivers.
At skill everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Gabe Irvin had a couple 20-yard runs, but
fine.
He can't run away from anybody.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's going to get you, if you give him 20 carries, he might get you 100 yards,
Right.
but you're going to commit 20 carries to getting 100 yards. I just, it's tough. I don't know where that expo is going to come from. Well, Rick Harburg is going to be in the same spot that Jeff Sims is in, where he's got to be kind of the straw that stirs the drink.
It'll have to come via recruiting in the transfer portal. I mean, that's what's. But in the meantime, you try to win some games.
There's a season to be played, but you can't do that in their current squad. 465-685, call or text as always. When we come back, we'll get to Bill's Thrills on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Busch Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Busch Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Close your eyes and imagine yourself buying a Nebraska Lottery Trucks and Bucks scratch ticket. Now, imagine scratching it off and winning a brand new truck. Imagine the excited victory dance you'll do when you get the keys to your new truck. There you go. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Now, imagine driving down the street in your cool new ride. Easy. Slow down a little. Maybe give a little honk to that neighbor who thinks he's all that. Nice. Now, open your eyes and play today.
Top prize odds, 1 in 336,000.
Welcome to the company, Sarah. Benefits include 2 weeks of vacation, 401k matching, and 5 minutes of dream time per day.
Dream time?
Yes, I'm guessing you play Mega Millions from the Nebraska lottery.
Of course.
Well, we give every employee 5 minutes to close their eyes and dream of all the things they could do with those millions of dollars. Yachts, mansions, you name it.
That's awesome.
Obviously, to make up for that time, we had to take away cappuccino breaks.
Obviously.
Mega Millions, top prize odds, 1 in 302 million.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB program. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun. The atmosphere is a total blast. And I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. Just go out there and do your best, kid. But your best isn't good enough. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field. We need your support. Suit up. It's game time.
Visit ja.org/volunteer.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline, 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
This. Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
It's Early Break with Sip and Chick, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Wow. All I can say is wow. If you're just tuning in, it's a day at this studio. We're moving downtown to 11th and O tomorrow, so tune us in from there. Wonderful gift from Kathy Woody, who is just a wonderful person.
Ran Nebraska football for like 30 years.
She came in during the commercial break and brought us 6 massive caramel apples covered with all sorts of different stuff. M&M's on there.
Incredible.
We got nuts. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know what the top left is.
Is that marshmallows and chocolate chips? Or
It
something
looks
like
like
chocolate chips.
It looks like white chocolate. Mini white chocolate chips.
Oh. That's amazing.
It's incredible.
Oh my
I would say each one of these has to cost $22.
I was going to say 100.
100.
Hey, now hold on. This is comfort food because
Yeah.
we need some
We
comfort.
needed
right
this.
We need comfort food.
Yes. This is incredible. Kathy Woody.
Yeah.
And the box they came in.
She said, keep the box.
It's regal.
We said, we'll give it back. No, it's your box.
There's actually one more of them, but Sipple already ate it.
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was already-
Can you show the camera the one you
Show
took
your
sip?
sip.
You haven't eaten it yet, but it's right there.
He took the all caramel one.
It's
The old
funnier to
school.
me the idea that the listeners would think that Sipple could house an entire caramel apple during the break.
I'd like to kind of watch that, though.
That I tell you one thing, I would give that would be the great contest like that. Okay, during break, it's a 4.5 minute break. Can you eat a caramel apple?
We'll
to see if we can
that
pull
would-
video.
I don't think you could do it.
No, I don't think you
He's
can
so
either.
sick.
There's no chance.
You- yeah.
There's no chance. That right there, that's a full day's worth of food.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an entire
That's a day.
morning of
That's
just
a
sitting.
yes. Yes. It's like the all-day sucker.
She brought in 2 shirts too, which
Yes.
or the quarters.
Took them
zips.
both.
3/4.
Kathy also brought in this little thing. It says, Jake, Sip, Bill, Josh, and Bella enjoy the new location.
Wow, how about that?
Little graphic there for us.
God
there.
bless her for
That's
including
nice.
Bella.
Is Bella coming down tomorrow?
I hope so. We should have her
Let's
down
reach out to
tomorrow.
her.
We might as well have Bella down there tomorrow.
Let's reach out to her.
Yeah.
You guys got a line dancing event?
Yeah.
We could line
Oh,
dance.
I'd love to do Copperhead Road. You know what?
Oh.
That's a good idea.
yeah.
Break in the
You
studio.
know what? This is-
There's a nice wood floor with the new studio.
It's not a bad idea. Can we play things? If the breakers are out, can we have volume? Can they hear us?
I think so. I don't want to. Don't quote
That's
me on that.
scary.
That would be nice.
If it's not now, we will have that.
Scary
function
with
soon.
your Tourette's. That's scary.
Yes, that is scary. It's like this one walking by comment, I'll comment on their clothes. I don't know. No doubt about
Nice
that.
pants, guy.
You guys should have a segment
Clown
called Fashion
shoes.
Street.
Exactly. Spring, did they come down? That'd be the best.
We're gonna make Bill a weather reporter on the street at 6:30 every
Yeah.
day.
In a report,
Oh,
Jake.
man.
It's one or two things.
Early break, just turning O Street into the catwalk.
It's either nice out or not nice.
It's either good or bad.
Good or
What's the
bad.
weather? Good.
Good.
Bad.
Simple.
Yes.
Thank you, Bill, for that report.
Yes. Thank you for that report. Les Nesbitt.
The outside speaker idea is incredible. That's a good idea.
So thank you, Kathy Woody, for providing that. And,
Incredible.
we look
The
forward to
box
new
is
spot.
unbelievable.
With that being said, it is time now, since we're in an even better mood than we already were with these caramel apples, to get to Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom.
Yes.
Banana. Oh, mushrooms grow better with your.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
For Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advice.
All right, it's a Thursday. Some cool parenting tips, sometimes it's not. We'll today with Bill on Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. Bill, what's going on today?
100% cool parenting
Cool
tips today.
parenting tip.
And I thought about some things in it. This is, again, probably catch you off guard. I'm going to go back in time, small town Nebraska.
Never would have thought this, Chief.
Back
Never
in
would have
time.
thought.
And I think this all,
Better times than
it's back
Memphis
in
City,
time, but
Frisco.
also this had to happen also in the city. This would have been a Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha. This would have happened also in that time.
There's the flip.
Cool parenting tips. Jake, run the music.
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
Taking it to the street.
Okay.
The seismic sensation of street ball.
Oh God, yes.
Teach and allow your kids to play in the street.
Oh God, yes.
Teach and allow your kids to play in the street. By far, as a kid, it was the best surface available. When you the best surface was play in the street because it's the best surface that was available. Centrally located in your neighborhood. There's like one street you played on.
Yep.
It was what should we play? No, playing on Slaughter
No, you
Street.
know.
Play on this
Yeah.
street. This is where the games go down. Is on this street. They'll get done. Kickball was epic.
Pretty good, epic.
Epic. Like that wiffle ball was really good.
Really epic.
Wiffle ball was really good. Foursquare. Play some foursquare, some small ball. You play some foursquare out there to really get done. And then you had the safety rule. Car.
Absolutely.
It's like, and everybody's walked off the
Absolutely.
side. The next coming back the other direction. Heads. Car. Heads. And then the car would drive by, and there'd be kind of the shrug. You look at each other, kind of like, "Are you going? You can't get out of here." And then there'd be a curmudgeon. Is that the word you use?
Oh, yeah.
Driving. They'd be upset that you were playing in the street. They'd look at you. You kind of look back at them. But at the same time, there was never a time when a parent ever came out and told you to get out of. Don't play in the street. Always play in the street. The seismic sensation.
Yeah.
Of street ball.
You say so no football, but Schaefer wouldn't know 'cause I'm older, but I was the Don Coryell of street football.
Of street football.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I had a sure go-to first down pass,
Yes.
which was I told the dude I was a quarterback. Just go 10 yards.
Yeah.
Whatever side the defender is on your hip, go to the other
Other
side, and
side.
I'll get the ball too.
Yeah.
It was 90%.
Just playing leverage ball.
Yeah, just leverage.
Playing leverage
Just
ball.
leverage him on one hip, go the other
Yeah.
side. I don't care what side it is, just whatever side he's on, go the other way and I'll get you.
Yeah, it's street ball. That's
Yeah.
what you do.
And
Now,
the car thing was real.
the car, there you go. That was good.
Car. And what about this? You would stand on one side of the street and throw the ball over
the top of the car.
Oh, yeah.
Always. That was a classic
100.
move.
Felt good.
Felt good.
Yeah.
Throw it over the car.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
felt
and, then,
good.
and the look when they came by, you're just like,
Oh, I was annoyed by the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how dare you drive down the
We're
street?
playing here.
Yeah, we're
Can you not see 12 people out here playing ball?
Different route. Get the
Can
hell
you
out of
please
here.
not just go around the
Yeah,
block?
what are you doing?
This is junk.
We would do home run derbies in the street over the house,
which is solid
so
too.
you
so
would
it's
you'd
still
go back
solid.
over.
Solid.
So there would be times where the more adventurous people would try to hit one above the car as it was driving through.
Yeah, that's another great
But,
one.
yeah.
No, I want to
Street
make sure
ball.
for some people out there, I'm not talking about toddlers on tricycles, going out between. I'm not saying that. These are organized games.
Yeah.
These are organized games. So it's not just like let the 3-year-old race around.
No.
Like that. We're not saying that. But that was how ball was played back in the day. If you're in Pender,
Yeah, and we're not talking about playing on Pioneers.
No, exactly.
Or Van Dorn. I mean, we're talking side streets, in small town America.
But you picked a street that you thought no one would go down.
We did it.
That's
all
the
the
And
time.
when they do, you're fine to give them the come on.
Oh, it was. It was.
If it's the uncommon
It was
street, yes,
palms
you
up.
can
It
give
was
them the
palms up, and the
If
look.
a street came, you're like,
Yeah,
or a car came,
yeah.
you're like, what are you
doing?
doing?
And then
This is our
street.
if it went slow too, you just like almost want to just punch the car. You did. You just
Throw the
wanted
ball-
to punch the car.
Don't
It's like,
advocate that.
Every
Yeah.
time you yell car, it just makes me think of Wayne's World. And they're just like,
Yeah.
they yell car, they
Yeah.
shuffle off of all their hockey stuff.
all their hockey stuff.
And then the car goes by and
Yeah.
it's game on.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
shuffle back in.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Same exact
That's
thing.
it.
Car. So anyway, the seismic
Insane.
fixation of street ball.
Some
The
response
Doobie
here.
Brothers.
Some response here from the text line before the game show. Someone says, "Real small town street ball also had to yell tractor."
Tractor could happen. Could happen.
Could
happen.
That wasn't a Columbus issue. For me.
That was not. Tractor.
Let's see. Someone says our go-to play was to run to the mailbox and do a post to the big tree.
Okay.
Great times.
Yeah.
Better times.
Better
Jake.
times. Better
Jake,
times.
better times.
This one's
God, you never see it anymore.
Rubber.
You
Rubber.
don't see it anymore.
Never.
Rubber Duck says this. This is kind of morbid, but I can
Rubber
read
Duck.
it. He says, if you did it on my street, there wouldn't be any kids left. Ouch.
Ouch.
Wow, Rubber Duck.
I don't. I
Are you on Pioneers?
here's what I'd love to know
Van
about
Dorn?
this. I think this went on for 100 years of playing in the street. I don't know. I've never heard of one. of an
I've never
accident.
seen it.
Never heard
Now
of
that you
like
mention
what
it.
happened. They were playing football on the street and 6 kids got hit. Never heard of it. Never happened. It's never happened, guys. It's never happened. Yeah.
We
Doesn't
play wiffle
happen.
ball, Mike. We play wiffle ball, and we would hit into the people across the street. I didn't even know them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was basically in their living room. at the
Yeah,
time,
exactly. Yeah,
retrieving balls.
Yeah, exactly. They had no idea who they were.
I didn't know who
No idea.
The complete familiarity / disregard of your neighbor's property
Yeah.
when you were a kid
Yeah.
is like one of those kind of great things.
And I'll tell you what, if
Like you're diving for a catch in their bushes. You don't care about their bushes.
Yeah.
You don't care about these roses
running
No.
through the
You're
rock
mad at
garden.
their thorns, but
Yeah.
you don't,
Here to play
oh,
ball.
I knocked
Wait.
their gnome over. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Too bad. Shouldn't have been there.
And if you're one of those people that does care, like what happened? I really got mad at that young man. They were playing wiffle ball and he knocked over. It's like, nope, that's just part of the risk.
It was the Hadlicks.
Yeah.
Their name was the Hadlicks. I just, I was a kid. I didn't know them, but I would stand in their driveway for hours on end as a center fielder.
Yeah, that's who you're supposed to be.
I mean, I can just now I'm thinking about it. There's a kid
They're
in their
doing your back
driveway.
up to go get something. You're like, hold on.
Hang on, yeah. Hang on here. Hey,
You're in the middle of a game.
hang
That
on.
kid's been in our driveway all afternoon. His pants are halfway down his ass.
Yeah.
What's he doing out there?
There, playing center field. They're
He's
playing
just
street
sitting
ball.
right.
Playing street ball.
Yeah.
That's what they're
That's his
doing. No one's
property
getting
now.
hurt. There's no one getting hurt.
No.
There's no issues.
Nobody ever said a word about it.
No, there's never a word
Nobody
said.
said a word
Never had a word
Someone
said.
says the field goal was the power lines.
That
Sure.
was always good. That's common.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or the what? The clothesline.
The clothesline was
Yeah,
the
that was-
clothesline was. We
yeah.
talked about the clothesline several months ago. Yes, the clothesline came up.
Street ball. God, thanks for bringing this.
Someone says I'm 26 and we did this all the time. That's younger than me.
Younger.
Okay.
I played street ball for sure.
Oh, did you?
Oh, heck yeah.
Street
Yeah.
ball, street golf. Come on.
No, street. I played street football.
You played tennis without the net.
Tennis without the net.
I played street football.
Did you?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I can see it.
And wiffle ball, I did all that stuff.
Okay.
That happened, after you guys were, young
Okay.
too.
Gotcha.
In the 90s, we did that too.
Okay.
And early 2000s, we
Okay.
played street football still. It happened.
Thanks for the breakers.
Yep. Thank you, guys. That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Mid Plains Advisors, Dirk, Scott, and Tire, ATMs of Lincoln. They'll make you a lot of money.
Get
Mid
cash
Plains
right now.
Advisors.
You want a vacation? call those guys up. They can make what's the date today?
Today's September 14th.
Okay.
They can make you 9,000 by the end of the month.
Oh man,
They can get you 9,000.
Get to the Caribbean on
9 large. 9
That'd
large.
be a good Caribbean trip.
Yes, 9 large.
I've gone to the Caribbean with less. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see it with more. It'd be more fun, I think.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right, let's get to the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568-5. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. The record is 6-5 since the reset. 6.
Shafe, how about that? How about
Winning
that?
record.
Okay, I'm out now. Schaefer's in for this
Schaefer's
one.
in
I'm out.
for Bill here. Today's topic is 1993 NFL rushing leaders. Very random, very old school. Throwback Thursday.
1993.
1993.
Okay, now
NFL rushing leaders.
Schaefer's a coordinator and Bill's
Not that he was going to get the Vikings all time.
I'm not. Nope. He's up today.
We've done that before.
We have done Vikings and Eagles who play tonight, so I couldn't do either of those.
Okay.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip in trivia. NFL leading rushers from 1993. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. You claim to not be locked in 30. What'd you check out? 1985 or 6?
85, I think you said.
Yeah.
Have you ever checked back yet?
For a while, like for a month.
In and out.
Just a rolling.
I've been in and out for 35 years. Probably.
Are you in or out right now?
I was thinking,
we're locked in.
Where are you?
I was just thinking about that. I gotta get in today about 10. I gotta lock in for a while.
Locked out until he wasn't. Not locked in.
Is there anything from the show that you can rate that I said?
Bill, cue.
There was one. I'll think about it. There was
Anything
one
verbatim from Bill's.
Oh yeah, the Bear. The Bear.
Bear.
The Bear knee injury from high school. I didn't know about. He had a big knee injury in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll find its way into my.
If you were a recruiting hour listener, you'd have known about it.
Oh. James, how do you feel about NFL rushing leaders from 1993?
Good.
James.
All right, James, turn down your radio, please. All right, James, you're playing SIP, ready to go. Here's your first question. In 1993 NFL rushing leaders, what team did Eric Pegram rush for 1,185 yards for in 1993, the fourth most in the NFL that year?
I know
New York Giants.
Giants is the guess? No. Not the Giants.
I don't want to rule out that I wouldn't know this.
Well, you have the chance to take it.
I think
if
you
want.
phrased that wrong, but yeah.
Pegram.
God, I should.
P-E-G.
I know that. I know the running back.
Oh yeah. I
Really?
did phrase that wrong. I don't want to rule out that I wouldn't know this. No, I want to rule out that I wouldn't. I pass.
The
Hard
answer
pass.
was the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
No, it wouldn't have got that.
Falcons.
Ooh.
You ever heard that name before?
No.
I've heard the name.
Ooh.
Definitely had the name.
There's about 5 names I think that I would
yeah.
know from 1993.
You're not getting any of
That's
those names
not.
today. You're not
Yeah.
getting, you're not
Okay,
getting
that's
any of
good.
those today.
Pegram ran for 1,100
We'll
yards.
see if I can find a 6th name.
Fourth most in the league
Yeah.
that year. All right, Sip, first question, 0-0 tie. Schaefer's in play. What team did Leonard Russell rush for 1,088 yards for in 1993, sixth most in the NFL that year? Leonard Russell.
You have 32 teams.
32 teams. You know it's not the Falcons.
There wasn't 32 teams at that time.
Isn't there?
Oh, there's 30 teams at that point,
Yeah.
right?
Was it?
So that's too loud.
When the Falcons are out. Down to
Well,
29.
Actually, it probably wasn't the Jags, the Panthers, the Ravens, or the Texans.
Yeah,
right?
the Ravens weren't there
So
either.
maybe 28 teams back then.
That's really hard. 1993.
And he knows it's not the Falcons.
A guess, but it's like a 20% confidence. It's more of a guess after everyone gets it wrong. I can look smart.
So don't take him.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm.
Leonard Russell.
5.
Yep. He was sixth. He had
4.
sixth in the NFL.
Was
3.
Baltimore around?
You going with Baltimore?
Yeah.
No. The Ravens were around, I think, at 95 or 96.
Well, Colts. I just want to say the
well,
Colts.
it wasn't
Either
anything
one.
from Baltimore. James, do you want that or do you want to let it pass?
Pass.
Okay, that would be the New England Patriots. What was your
Okay.
guess going to
My
be?
guess was going to be the Raiders.
So we're 0 for 2, but no one's. It's
I
still
think
0-0.
that guy played on the
What was
Raiders.
his name again?
Leonard Russell.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
Never heard of it.
I was going
Yeah.
through this.
Yeah.
Okay, for the lead, James, question: what team did the Hampton rush for 1,077 yards with in 1993, seventh most in the NFL that season?
Pretty sure I know this one, but I'm out, so I can't.
This is for you, James. Rodney Hampton, what team?
Can I guess or pass?
I would recommend you guess something. You can't lose a point here. It's your question.
Right.
What's the guy's name again? Hampton?
Rodney Hampton. Yeah, 5 seconds, James. 5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2.
Patriots.
Patriots. Just had Patriots running. Just had the Patriots the previous.
I don't know. I would advise you to just pass on it.
Hard
Get to
pass.
the-
I got the answer. I think. Is it the Giants?
It is the Giants.
Oh.
Can't take Bill. Bill's out today. New York Giants.
Yeah, Bill.
So
Bill 1, Sipple Schaefer 0,
James
Caller
0.
0.
Yeah.
Are we 0-0?
It's 0-0.
Yeah.
This is for Schaefer's play.
Then we're
Goal.
Okay, for the win, what team did Reggie Brooks rush for 1,063 yards in 1993, the ninth most in the NFL that
Layup.
season? Reggie Brooks is his name.
Not a layup for me.
not a layup for me.
The only Brooks I can think of offensively. Can we just discuss this on air?
Yes, we can.
Would have been Green Bay, but I think that's a receiver. So, and then there's Aaron Brooks, the quarterback, is not bringing anything specifically to my.
He had 1,063 yards.
In
Ninth
93.
most in the league.
I may be wrong too, but I got an answer. I think.
Reggie Brooks.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds. You might as well, you got Schaefer here. So
Yeah, and I'm just whipping through all
You
the.
cannot
NFL
lose
teams.
We know it's
You
not
can't
the
lose a point.
Giants, Patriots, or
We know it's not the Vikings.
Falcons.
Yeah.
We know it's not the Raiders.
We know it's not the Steelers. We know it's not the
Right,
Chiefs.
Right. We got to start eliminating some.
well, you got
I
5
know it's not
seconds
the
to eliminate.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
5,
I know it's not the boys.
Could it be the Bengals?
4.
Bengals.
James, do you want that, or do you want to go to a scoreless tiebreaker here? You missed this.
Little hybrid.
Sure. What was your guess, James?
How about the Saints?
No. What was your guess, Bill?
Chargers.
The Redskins.
Redskins.
Oh, the
Redskins.
Redskins.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
So, Bill,
Great game, Jake. This has been awesome.
Hey, I'm
been
curious.
fun.
Sometimes
This
we
is
have
just
tough-
cars mowing kids down in the street.
All right, this goes to you. Sip.
Car.
Sip, this is for you.
Heads.
James, you'll go over under Sip's number here. Sip,
All right.
Yeah, I got it.
how many players rushed for 900 plus yards in 1993 in the NFL?
900. 13.
Over under 13, James.
Yeah, I don't know.
Over.
That's a victory for Sip. 12 is the answer. 12. 12.
I would have
The
thought it'd been
number
more.
is 12. Sip gets the win. He's 7-5 since the reset. We'll get you back with coffee, but thanks for calling in and calling on the road, James.
Thank you for calling.
Wow, I definitely.
It
would have
wasn't
thought
pretty
it'd been more.
today. It wasn't pretty, but a win is a win.
Doesn't
Hey,
neck roll.
look at that. 7-5.
7-5.
You don't have to apologize for it.
I'm not. That was a neck roll game. I mean,
Bowl eligible.
there's a lot of-
You're going to the Sun Bowl, I think.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
That'd be the Sun
He
Bowl.
wants to go to Utah Paso so badly.
I want to go to UTEP. I don't know how much. Not UTEP. I
El
want to go to
Paso.
El Paso.
Sip
It's a
dreams
great
I
bowl.
want to the food. And I
Treat it
want
like
in the history down there. So the
That'd be-
football would be a nice bonus.
Thanks,
it's a
Jake.
very cool town. I love El
Congrats. Nice
Paso.
win.
Seems like it would be.
I do.
Spillover is next on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for whole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting up September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their caramel, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, and they've scouted out the best Kawasaki side-by-side deals for you. Score up to $2,500 off 23 Kawasaki Terex and up to $1,000 Mule Pro FX and FXCs. Whether you want to handle the toughest task in a trusted, tried and true mule, or looking to dominate adventure in a Terex, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides in stock at their new 7th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. Offer valid through 9/30/2023, subject to change without notice. On approved purchases of select new unregistered on your exclusions apply, cannot be combined with promotional.
Houses, they're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're supporting careers, supporting people with mental needs, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get your online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
Tomorrow, early break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We'll keep it us 4 for the spillover. Raf and AD will be up next. Some response. Wow, what's going on over there? The headset's getting tangled or what?
We're having our own private conversations on a hot mic.
Sorry. Yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah, the mics were on. It's
Sorry,
okay.
Jake.
Someone says that game show was a precursor to the Nebraska game, a terrible win.
Easy.
A 10-3 victory for Nebraska.
First of all, a win's a win. It felt
Thank
good.
you.
It
Win's a
felt
win.
good. Yeah.
No apologies for wins.
Who plays tonight, Jake?
We got Mike Schaefer's Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Vikings are coming off of a 2017 upset loss to the Bucks on your home field.
That was one of the most
Where
shocking losses.
Baker Mayfield goes in at halftime, and he apparently figured out all of Brian Flores' defensive signals. So the Bucs' entire second half, they knew exactly what the Vikings were doing on defense.
Do you think that's
Which
what
might
happened?
explain why they had the ball. Minnesota had the ball for like 5 minutes in the whole second half.
You think that's what happened?
That's what they said.
No kidding.
Yeah, they were bragging about it on Pat McAfee's show.
No kidding.
Like Baker Mayfield walks in at halftime. He's like, "Here's every signal. Here's when it's going to be cover 2. Here's cover 3. This is when they're going to send extra. This is it."
That's beautiful.
First drive of the second half, 9.5 minutes.
So you're not
just
exactly,
a Bucs right
so you're
down
not
the field.
happy about the first showing of my former coach,
No,
Brian Flores.
I don't. It's week 1 in the NFL. Like it's not. There's always weird results. You go back over the last 5 years. You have some wins in there where you're like, "How did this team lose to that team?" It was a 3-point loss. Minnesota should have played better. They turned it over 3 times, twice, where they would have gotten points out of it. So I'm annoyed by it, but I'm more annoyed by anything. They're playing short week in Philly for the 700th time in 3 years. And that place is just a house of horrors. And I'm just ready to get to week 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just hopefully no one gets hurt.
You're
Like,
embracing.
I am literally no one gets hurt guy for this game tonight.
You're
That's
just-
how confident
Are
I
you just
am.
embracing
in
0-2 then?
Minnesota. Oh, yeah.
Philly.
As soon as they lost on
spread?
Sunday, it's like in my head, it's like 0-2.
0-2.
Season starts week 3, and you're 2 in the hole.
Philly spread. What is it? They're favored by
7.5.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to guess
7.5.
7.5. That's what I was going to
Yeah,
guess.
I didn't think Jake would have to look
I
that
think
up.
it's 7.5.
That's a lot for the NFL. I mean, the Vikings are not a terrible team.
Well, they lost to the Bucs.
Well,
I
like
will
you
say
said,
this:
weird things happen week 1.
the Bucs defense,
6. It's a 6-point
the
spread.
Bucs, the Bucs defense is still good. Like you still have Levante David and Antoine Winfield Jr. and Devin White. You have 3 guys that can go out and make plays. Vita Vea in the middle wrecked Minnesota's terrible offensive line. So they have it at all 3 levels. Antoine Winfield had 2 strip sacks. Like I mean, they're still have studs on defense. They still have Todd Bowles, but Minnesota should have won that game.
The moment that Trey Palmer had a touchdown, were you both happy and sad at the same time?
I was annoyed because you know how that touchdown happened?
No.
How did it happen?
Minnesota lined up offsides on a field goal, taking the field goal off the board and then allowing for the touchdown 2 plays later.
Oh, no.
So I was very happy for Trey, while also just
They didn't jump
gobsmacked.
off sides. They lined up off sides.
Well, no one moved, so they show the arrow and they call them offside. So it must have been offside. So
Generally
the
falls on the weak side corner.
Yeah.
He's the one that is not in the block. He stands this direction, looking down the line first before he lines up. And if he gives a heads call, heads means you're talking to everyone. So it's not heads. So if someone yells heads, that means everyone moves back this. And the whole rule is always hand down, hat behind your hand.
Okay.
So if your hand's down behind the ball, your hat is behind your hand.
Okay.
That's what
See,
you
we're
teach.
learning things today.
That's what you teach on that. So because a lot of times what happens is their hands down, but their head's in front of it, and that's where the
They'll
problem
call
comes.
that.
Yeah.
They'll call that.
Yeah, you can't line up offside. That's part of the rules. Yeah,
So
they're calling that now. When
to
they start
conclude Sunday,
when do they start calling the defense offsides?
Yeah,
When they
this
start doing that? Defense in the neutral zone.
he's
Can't
still
you
looking
tell
at a
the guy,
street
hey,
ball
back
where
up,
there
bro?
was no line.
Can't you say back up or I'm gonna throw this flag?
Yeah, no, they're not going to say anything.
But
There's
isn't there some grace?
there's times where the officials help you on something
Yeah.
like so. Hey, I'm on the ball. Yeah, you got to move up, or they'll do a little bit. So, but after a while, it's not your job as an official to get those guys lined up.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
professionals.
sure sometimes you're standing there
Right.
and they're like going, okay, these guys aren't lined up right now. I have to throw a flag because the receiver just screwed this up and I have to throw this. You almost want to go over and tell them, like, hey,
just back
FYI,
up a little bit.
you had no idea what you were doing, did you? When they called the formation, you had no
Well, you'll
idea.
definitely see at high school games where there's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You'll
They'll
see
kinda
a
help
little
a little
motion
bit.
every now and then.
There were 2 very odd things. I think it was both in the NFL week 1 where there's footage of Foster Moreau of the Saints was lined up with the defensive line. Like he was it's a real picture. This is not edited. I'll show it to you. Like he was lined up with the defensive line way past the offensive line.
Well, you had the Chiefs right tackle playing basically H-back for that entire Thursday night game against Aiden Hutchinson.
Right, going
So,
exactly. And then I've never seen this before, Bill, but there was a guy, I think it was NFL on Sunday, where there was somebody who was coming into the game, and instead of going behind,
Ran on the defensive side.
they ran they ran right in between.
Them, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Never have
that's
either.
That's not a false. It's not like a penalty, though.
I really don't
You
know.
saw
if,
that.
if nothing happens
Okay,
and the
you
ball's not snapped, I
The
don't
guy
know.
was running in between the
was the
defense
ref
and
still
O-line.
over the ball?
No, I was.
I'm
it was
amazed
very
that
weird. You
wasn't
saw
called.
this though. You saw
I saw it.
that.
I saw it. I'm the
I didn't
same way.
see this.
I
yeah.
just not ever seen. In my mind, I'm thinking like, how crazy would it be if you'd go in motion on the other side of the ball, but you got back and got set, so you're back to legal. That'd be hilarious.
The play.
That's a street ball play. That's
Big time.
That's a street ball. That down in Columbus,
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
no doubt about it.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt. No
So
doubt.
so Schaefer, how bad is it going to be for the Vikings? Blowout? tonight,
It'll be
post
like
game?
a 27-10 loss.
Oh,
kind
so
of
blowout
thing.
then. Not
Yeah.
good.
I mean, that's what happened last year. And
I will not be watching. I'll be watching.
You don't want to be.
What are you watching?
I'm going to a high school
Memphis.
game. That's how little I'm excited about this Viking.
Memphis against who tonight? Post
What?
game
I
poll. I'll get
I believe Memphis has Navy. Is that right?
Oh, interesting.
Let's see.
Memphis, Maine.
Tonight in college football, you have Memphis hosting Navy as Memphis a 14-point favorite. You have Miami, Florida. The Hurricanes are playing Bethune-Cookman tonight.
They were talking about the crowd there. They're imagine that going to what 50 minutes away from your campus to go to a Thursday night game against Bethune-Cookman. Like that, some people are going like, yeah, there could be literally 1,000 people at the game. There
That's
could be
Miami
1,000.
game?
The Miami game.
Even though
they just beat A&M, still it's going to be
48 points.
Was this
in
game
A&M.
scheduled when Ed Reed was the coach of Bethune-Cookman for 10 minutes?
I don't know.
It might have been.
I think it was.
That didn't go
That
well.
didn't go well.
No, it didn't.
Do you know where Bethune-Cookman's at? Sip trivia.
I
question?
don't.
Daytona Beach.
Is it?
Daytona
Okay,
Beach.
so it will be sort of interesting to see what kind of crowd is there.
I think you'll have a fair amount of Bethune-Cookman parents and fans there.
There will be.
We'll be there. I mean, we're talking 12,000 people.
I don't know if they'll get 12. That'll
Oh,
be
come
a
on,
lot.
more than that.
It'll be interesting to see.
They
Yeah, it
did
is.
beat A&M. If they had lost to A&M, I think
there could be less than 100. Could
pretty
be less
bad.
than 100.
It'd have been pretty
So,
bad.
well, good luck to your Vikings, Schaefer.
Yeah.
You're needed after
Week
the
3.
Eagles.
That's the mindset.
On to
over
week
here.
3. That is it. Well, this is our final show
This is
from
it.
here. So we're signing off for the last time from
Last
this
time.
studio. Tomorrow
Wow.
we'll be
Wow.
downtown,
Especially for
11th
you
and 0.
guys. That's a long time.
It's
Y'all
been a long
three of you.
time.
Like
Yeah,
that.
we have been. So
I'm melancholy right now.
Yes.
it's okay. We'll
Yeah.
be all right. This place will still be.
Please
If you
tell me
want-
we're taking those down though to the
Oh,
new
you gotta
station
take the signs down.
with the scribbled out
Gotta have-
number.
Jake, I mean,
Yes.
I would
Isn't that great?
Yes, I want that.
I would say just can we make it as close to this as possible?
We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
This place will still be here for a while. If you want to come back
just
and have
come
some
back.
nostalgia, just
Can we do like a nostalgia
leave
show
Sybil a key.
on Sundays for an hour? Come in for an hour.
Is it gonna, are you worried that you're going to get in your car and autopilot and you're
Yes.
going to end up
Oh, it's
here?
going to happen
we
at
all,
some
we
time.
all have that fear. We all.
It won't be like tomorrow, but there'll be some day where it's like all of a sudden it's like,
What am I doing? here?
5:58.
I'll pull up.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
unlock the door. We're not there anymore, man.
You got some. What is that stuff we had to use?
WD-40.
WD-40.
I can't get in.
No, don't
Amazing.
worry about it. You don't need it.
Don't
Just
need
come
it.
downtown.
Oh yeah.
You need Pepto-Bismol? I got some of that. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
All right, that's it
All right,
for
that's
us
Reno.
from the studio. The Drive with AD and Raph is for Steve Sipple, Bill Busch, and Mike Schaefer. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should end with Berschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to like. And don't forget their hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels, and you're on to a great day at Berschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to